for music, right? All I hear is talking, I don't see the words. All I hear is talking, I don't see the words. All I hear is talking, I don't see the words. All I hear is talking, I don't see the words. Woo. Black as a motherfucker, I let him know. Cops ain't frame niggas, fool. We paper chasing it, now we catching zoos. Day to day, we take it, let it go. Yeah, we let it go. Yeah, we let it go. Let the block from his knees, take it and let it grow. Get the block where it needs, leave him watching like woo. You know I'm on the river with a painless. Cold stove stepping, watching my lean shit. Building weapons and gold, you know they aim is. Living levels and smiles all on the English. As long as we keep working while the game comes. If not, break it open, take sight. One thing for certain, where the game done. Yeah, we taking over where the lanes run. Watch us break it open, make it free. Watch it take control, watch it take the streets. Paper pie and all, yeah, we taking this. Fuck the police and law, watch we bring the heat. Woo. Black as a motherfucker, let him know. Cops ain't frame, nigga, this fool. We paper chasing it, now we catching zoos. Day to day, we take it, let it go. Yeah, we let it go. Yeah, we let it go. Lift the block from his knees, take it and let it grow. Get the block where it needs, leave him watching like woo. No matter where I go, I see the same shit. Cops kill another with the same clip. And all I see is movies, bombs and spaceships. We wonder why we struggle just to make it. Preachers giving sermons, but we don't see the work. Another body down, they gon' need a hearse. Cops playing games, take his body search. Play into the grizz, everybody hurt. Whoa. Watch us break it open, make it free. Watch it take control, watch it take the streets. Paper pie and all, yeah, we taking these. Fuck the police and law, watch we bring the heat. Woo. Black as a motherfucker, I let him know. Cops ain't frame niggas, fool. We paper chasing it, now we catching zoos. Day to day, we take it, let it go. Yeah, we let it go. Yeah, we let it go. Lift the block from his knees, take it and let it grow. Get a block what it needs, leave him watching like woo. Yo, y'all can hear me now? One. What? That was dumb. Yo, y'all can hear me now? Yo. Can you hear me now? Cool. Oh, my apologies, everybody. Microphone was unplugged. But yeah, today we're going to be discussing and opening the platform up. One, to people who are doing work in the community, right? We want to celebrate the accomplishments that we've made at Ziax. Many of you have contributed, been a part in some way with what we've been doing with Ziax. And I'm going to show y'all in a second. We got our official accreditation candidacy from Middle States Association, one of the largest and oldest accrediting bodies in the country. And our diploma is now credit transference. You know, everything is just leveling up. And we also have our North Carolina location, and our our accreditations for all of the locations will be opening, and for any student that participates. And why I wanted to do the stream like this, because there's so much negativity going on in America right now. I mean, there's so much negativity. And some of us are experiencing some really positive things and even many challenging things at the same time. So I wanted to open it up and just have the conversation. You know, Michi's always discussing the Black agenda, We talking about what we doing in the Black community, what are we doing for us, and oftentimes it seems like nobody's doing anything. There's nothing to connect with. How can we put our focus forward? What can we actually do as a community? And I like, look, it's Friday. It's a cool night. I'm working on the website. I'm working on just trying to get enrollment up and trying to get everything set up for our organization, raise funds. And I'm sure there's other people out there in the same space. So when I put the link out, I'm going to be discussing and taking questions from anybody who has any questions about the Ziax Institute, what we're doing in our community. We just had a nice meeting. We're going to be taking on a beautification project in Brownsville. So we're looking for people who would like to be a part of a beautification project in Brownsville. We have research programs. We are looking for partnerships right now actively with colleges to create pipelines for our program, so our credits matriculate there. Seeing what avenues that we can actually connect with professionals with. Who are the professionals in the community? Wherever you're watching, wherever you're at, we want more Black scientists, more Black people in STEM, more Black people who are just connected in any way possible to whatever's going on in a positive way. We could discuss the negativity. We could discuss the challenges. We could discuss the turmoil. I ain't mad at that. Not mad at that. If you want to discuss, negativity, I know our human mind loves negativity. It's just part of being human, and we have to just focus on unwiring our brain and saying, like, I want to talk about something positive. I want to discuss something that's motivating. I want to be a part of something that's going to change the lives of people. And so, you watching, potentially could be that person. And so our accreditation is not just for New York City. We have a location in North Carolina, Kinston, North Carolina. So anybody in North Carolina is approved to be able to be, the state will pay your tuition to come to our program. That is like a major jump. We are an education service provider in North Carolina. We're an opportunity scholarship provider, and we're an education service plus provider in North Carolina. So anybody in North Carolina is eligible for it. Spread the word. And we're also going to be opening locations in other parts of North Carolina. I'm trying to do something in Charleston. And within this year, if possible, we will be in Texas, using this model and trying to connect with more Black people and people who are doing work in the community, people who are really intelligent. Like, that is the focus. How can we find Black people who are really out here working, who are doing things that are, fire? Like, and why are we not celebrating enough? I'm about to film this video. I have a platinum plaque behind me. Like, I know this sounds crazy, but I am probably the only person that you'll ever see that actually went platinum and also got their accreditation status. Like, Kennedy, like, that is, I'm gonna go get the other one. But I got my big drip plaque behind me, and I got the other. You understand? I want y'all to be hyped about. For anybody who's ever donated $1, volunteered, or been involved in any way, had their children involved, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. This is for y'all. This is about, forgive me, I ain't got the turn up passion right now. I'm just super excited about what's going on and what we're doing and trying to connect with Black people that's about the same thing. Your grandson is 3, your family moving to Texas. We working on getting to Texas, but also trying to connect with people that's dope in Texas. I want to link with Texas State University. They got some really great programs over there. The Bullet Center, he's been doing amazing work for a long time out there. So it'll be a real honor for me to meet him. Let me put the link is in the chat. Yes, I've been staying out the way. I am staying completely out of the way of the negativity. I was in one conversation, they brought up some names, and I'm like, look, I'm not even trying to participate in the conversation with any of these certain names of people. Like, what we have going on and is so impactful and so different. Why waste time with anybody other than, those who are trying to work? So that's all I want to connect with. Like, if we had smoke, I know my sister Michi don't turn the fire off for nothing. I'm like, look, man, I don't even remember you. You know what I'm saying? What was your name again? I don't even remember you, son. My bad. So, it's other people's like it's whatever. But what we want to discuss is elevating, and connecting with people that's about elevating, inspiring people to be about change and moving forward. You know what I mean? Like that's the beauty of just being an example. Right? It's like I don't remember the people from the floor below us. Like we done leveled up, and I don't remember. I don't even know what you're talking about. That's my new response. I don't even know what you're talking about. So yes, this is on our site. Super hype. So this is building in real time. When y'all talk about Black building, and I know people want to come in for the negativity. People want to come in to argue. People want to talk about everything else. And I recognize that on the internet and social media. I am not that type of person. Like I care about being around people who are positive, people who are about leveling up and building a community. And this is what it is. There's people that called me out and questioned what we were offering and what we were doing. And I want the questions. I don't want to say there's no reason to question. There's plenty of reasons and questions, and continue to question. But when the questions are answered and you see the work, get involved. You see this? You see the 2 locations. Yeah, remember the basement. Remember the first floor, the small rooms. And now you see the locations that y'all helped us get to. I want y'all to see like donations went to something that actually worked. And they continue to go into things that work. And people out here doing real work. That's Brooklyn. And this is North Carolina. You have 3 young nieces. I would love for them to be in a STEM-focused school. That's the future. Well, our accreditation carries in Texas, first off. I'm looking at Houston, and I want to say Texas got mad cities. I ain't gonna lie. Texas got a lot of cities. Our computer science teacher is in Texas. He's in Houston. Is he in Houston? Or San Antonio? I don't remember which one they're in. And our network engineering teachers are both, I believe they're both in Houston. And Texas State University, what county is Texas State University in? I want to be around TSU. I'll be honest. Like I want to be connected with TSU. I have a lot of respect for that school, and specifically, was it Robert Bullard? But again, we have a virtual program, so students can enroll in our program virtually. Our accreditation candidacy carries around the country, around the world. And we want to build spaces as much as possible around the country. The ability for us, Austin, the ability for us as a community to organize and centralize our resources is extremely important. And what we've been able to do with ZIAX largely includes that. And that's why I'm always looking for, people that are in the sciences. If you're an engineer, you're in education, let's connect. The link is in the chat. If you have a business or you're doing something in the community, this is the opportunity to promote. I'm on several platforms. I should have went on Irene's as well. Should have went on Taz's too. Because we got to storm the platforms with positivity. It's really annoying to just feel like we're just downtrodden every day. And reality's reality, but part of reality is overcoming the challenges and doing things that's going to get us to the next level. And what does that next level look like? What type of partnerships do we want to have at the next level? What type of, what do we need to get to the next level? Right? What should we actually focus on as a community? It took me us 8-9 years to get to this point. 8-9 years to be able to carve out a network of people that can help us provide these educational services, to develop the curriculum, and it's going to continue to grow. But I only say that to say it's the same thing for any organization, any platform, any community. What are we prioritizing around, and how are we centralizing our resources? So for here on these platforms, we're looking for engineers, scientists, Black people who are in the fields of STEM. Are you a network engineer? Are you a computer animated designer? Do you know about AI and prompt engineering? Do you know about C++? Do you know any of these things? Python? Do you know mechanical engineering, structural engineering? What trades are you in? Like, we need to focus on finding us within those amongst us who possess these skill sets, right? Why? Because we want to continue to develop further generations in this. You have our I'm put the website link in the chat. Yeah, go on our website, check out the Considering Ziax page. But get involved. Like, that's and spread the word. Get involved. You know, this is, and be inspired. So if you're doing something, what are you doing? And how are you helping the Black community? What are you doing to impact the Black community? And how can we help each other increase the impact that we have on our community? How are we quantifying the data for us to grow as a community? What data are we actually compiling to be articulated? You know, I've heard people online and social media places, like, I've heard somebody state, like, yeah, we want to do a gender-based school and we want to religious. And it's like, bro, it is 2026. You know, we need to push us into the future. We need us to have a central understanding of what it means when we say Black studies or African studies. After us doing it 8 years and just every year working on our curriculum, we have a strong understanding of what we want to make sure is taught to our children in terms of what we learn historically. What is the gains that we get out of learning our history? What exactly in our history should we be focused on? And how does that connect to today's challenges? These are priorities for our community. This is what I want you all to be involved in. I don't want people to just be watching the show. There's too many watchers on social media. Like, I love the platforms that social media has given people just for the independence. However, the watching component is, we have to get more involved. We have to put our foot down and say, what can I do? And at what point do I start to do? But if we just keep presenting the challenges and the challenges, and it's like, no, here, we know, and I'm showing you leveling. Like, from the very beginning, you've watched the growth from the small rooms to every student that we've struggled with. Like, I'm mentally like, how do I go back and still provide to the students who are in the program when we didn't know what we was doing, when we didn't have these program offerings? Every person matters in this situation. And if we change the perspective to where only these people matter, then we're losing. All of us matter. How do we get us and the Underground Railroad wasn't created by abolitionists. It wasn't created by saying we're going to cherry pick Black folks. It was saying, like, no, all Black folks matter. Just because you up north and you rich, you supposed to forget about Black folks down south going through it? Hell no. So we have to push ourselves in a position where we are transitioning the information to the next generation for the purposes that we understand and we've stated. We want you to learn this for this. Why would you want to learn about the rebellions of diaspora? Why do you expect white people to teach you the rebellions of diaspora? Why would you expect them to teach you the foundations of Black thought, foundations of modern Black thought? And how does that relate to the current political landscape that we're in today? How are our children being weaponized? And that's a reality. The world is weaponizing children or de-weaponizing children. And so if our children don't even recognize that their voice is a weapon, their actions and lives are tools if they choose to be put
to use by their own mind. And it's the same way if they see adults saying, I choose to be a machine for my community. I choose to be a tool pause for my community to get things done. That starts the conversation. And the more of us that see us embarking in these types of endeavors and pushing ourselves to say, what can we do to impact the community? How can we level up the community? How can we push the community forward? Like, I don't know what else to show you. I graduated on Rikers Island. I built a music studio in one of my bedrooms, became one of the top studios in Brooklyn. I have a platinum plaque. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a platinum plaque right here for Big Drip. I can't make this up. And now we have there's nobody in New York history, East Coast, or then American history that can, like, nah. You see this? No. Y'all made this happen. And we're going to continue to have major successes. I can't make this up. To everybody tuning in, but I want y'all to be inspired in these conversations and being part of it. Continue to donate. Continue. We didn't get here without support. We're going to continue to need support. We didn't get here without people. We continue to need volunteers. We didn't get here without resources. We continue to need resources. But at some points, we got to sit back and celebrate the wins. And I want y'all to take the moment, like, damn, all this stuff going on, all the scammers getting all the interviews and frauds. Who cares? We've achieved candidate status for accreditation. Like, that is, I want you to, like, just look it up. It's not an easy feat. That's not something you get. That's not a 1, 2, 3 walk in the park. Like, you can't just pop up and say, yeah, I want to be accredited. I want to be an accredited candidate. Nah. The amount of work that's required for it is yeah, you got to put in work. So I'm extremely proud of us. Extremely proud that our location in North Carolina is, see this right here? Opportunity Scholarship. Enroll, just click on that link. When you see it, if you're in North Carolina, enroll, get involved. Like, we don't need the thousands of people that's not gonna, we were trying to get to everybody. I ain't gonna say no normal QueButter stuff. I'm gonna keep it here. I'm here to try to inspire and inform that the accomplishments that are being made are, like I said on my page, legendary. Like, I know that being a legend and quiet, and you don't often hear me talk like this, but you understand. I got a platinum plaque, and I have an accreditation candidate plaque. It's on and popping. Strongest team. I appreciate you. Yet, how do a man of himself get to other men? I don't understand the question, but I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Any and all conversations, long as it pertains to building, we can go into political conversations as long as it pertains to building. It has to be about building. If you're not discussing building, we can't have it on. I can't. Yeah, I don't want to have a moment. Yeah, I be having too many moments on YouTube, and I find myself cursing people out, or just being unnecessarily mean. It's like, you just don't interact with people like that, and just keep the conversation purely on focus. Purely on focus. Outside of that, what are we talking about? I don't know why it's not letting me post from my channel.
You broadcasting on Michi?
It posted on Michi, but it ain't posted on mine.
Oh.
There you go. Yes, it took a lot of work to get approved for this. A lot of work to get our space approved. We have to raise funds to get our location, uplifted and cleaned up really nice in North Carolina. Marquis Source, this is about networking and building Black people up. I don't know if you're familiar with the Zyx Institute. I'm QueButter. Michi always talks about her brother Q. And I'm just showing we've reached accreditation candidacy, and that is in and of itself a major feat. And many of you have contributed to this. And I want y'all to take a moment and just be happy about this. Continue to support, continue to donate, get involved, spread the news. But this, I'll say this is one of the, in terms of what we've been accomplishing in the Black community, we've had people come up with fraud buildings, fraud agendas, fraud grifting things, fraud. And Michi has highlighted all of these people and called them out. I've done mad videos, and it's like the positivity and the building is the priority. Like, if we're not using these platforms to network, I want y'all to see these offerings. Like, we have a Black electrical engineer in the front of our electrical engineering program. 2 master's degree, 20-year professional. We found him on YouTube. All right, these are the career pathways associated with this here. This is Black empowerment. Straight like that. This is the machine. Now I know the anger, the feelings with everything else is kind of like what people are stuck at on social media. This is not where we should be at. We are going to speak upon truth and how do women support men. Our sons need to be men. As a mother, and where's the father? So from that point, and then depending on the program, I would tell you, of course, enroll your child into our program. However, that's a layered question, and I don't want to give my opinion too much into the layers of that question. So I would need you to either hit the link to, elaborate on exactly what type of support you may need or information you need on how to support your sons. But first and foremost, I would definitely say enroll your sons into our program. We have more Black male teachers in STEM than you're going to find almost anywhere in the country. You can go to your damn HBCUs, you're not going to find an array of Black educators in STEM fields as you find it in our institution. And we're recruiting more and more and more. And so that is a pride that we've been able to accomplish. It took a long time to get there. And yes, that is a major thing. So electrical engineering, major. These are things that's going to change our community. Sustainability. This is tied into the future. If we go on LinkedIn and look at the jobs that are associated to electrical engineers, right? This is the area that one of the areas we want to focus on. And I'm obsessively focused on these areas because, again, one, sustainability has to be a priority in the Black community. As much as we talk about Black empowerment, Black agenda, we talk about all that, what we want. But if we're not discussing sustainability, we're not discussing anything. We're not discussing a position for ourselves in the future. And so engineering, priority in our program. Fundamentals of engineering, priority. All students got to get introduced to this. Of course, you always see the videos of pictures with popsicle sticks and our engineering projects and so on and so forth. We're expanding this year. I'm really hyped about that. We're expanding all of our STEM programs, but the foundations are still stay the same. Network engineering, we had introduced this last year. We're going to be expanding this to include cloud monitoring and some parts of cybersecurity, so on and so forth. All of this is foundational in sustainability and for our community. All of these are employable and entrepreneurial bases. And we want to make sure that we're pushing ourselves in the focus in that. Like, it's just that simple. Like, how can we push it? And this is for all of our students. Woohoo STEM. Y'all keep clogging up the prison pipeline. Not sure if you were trying to insult or you wrote that wrong. Hoping you were saying something positive, so rewrite what you were writing so we can understand it. Vayasa in the building, Molly's in the building, Dev in the building. What's good? What's good?
So what's up with it? Friday night, positive.
Yeah, I was going to do that. I couldn't, Dev. I couldn't. There's so much.
There's plenty of time. You got the holidays coming up next week, so don't worry about it. You got plenty of time for the nonsense, man.
Hearing somebody arguing about something that they're not going to be able to do anything about, they're not going to do anything for. It's like it's really annoying. And the passion is what really bothers me the most. The level of passion people have for things that they're not going to do anything about is crazy. It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
So B1, yes, if you black first, why are you black first and what do you have to bring to the table? No disrespect. Table talk, brothers, table talk, sisters. What are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing to the table? Government contracts hire for these careers all the time. Good money, security, clearances. That's my field. Just had a young graduate get hired with Lockheed Martin. See?
Lockheed, the military industrial complex.
We want our youth employed in here. Well, we bring in Kinston in North Carolina, unmatched. Oh, you say, yeah, sorry. Suave is in the building. I'm sorry. I'm in full support. I believe STEM program empowers our children with the information they need to avoid the pipeline that has been set in place for them to end up in prison. One of the videos I'm going to be uploading tomorrow literally showcases how in Brownsville, there's several schools in the center of these projects. This is the largest project complex in the country. Thousands of Black people live here. I'm talking about like thousands. And 5 minutes to the left, there's the youth facility filled with nothing but Black kids. Damn near like 80% Black kids come from this neighborhood and other project neighborhoods in other impoverished neighborhoods. It was like the feeder program. We have to end the feeder program. We have to create a feeder program for us. So the Voltron team, you pushing the platforms for positivity is not going to be easy. People want to see nonsense. People want to celebrate the fluff. I don't have any fluff. I am me, QueButter, and I pride myself on being official and being about what I do. You're going to see many badges entered on our website, and because we're official, we're not just some hanky-dink idea of Black empowerment and progress and movement. Is like, no, we're really out here trying to level up our community, not trying, actively doing work for our community. And the work is in the putting work, wherever you need to see the work, it's there. You see that? It's there. And Suave, I had to put this picture on the homepage for all my country folk, because we was in Atlanta. I was like, let me put a picture up there for my country folks. See, be a part of our national family. But I wanted my people in North Carolina to feel comfortable. You see the horses? All my country folk. Don't y'all feel comfortable seeing this picture? Yeah, no disrespect. What do I have to bring to the table? Weird question, my brother. As a man in his 40, I think I have wisdom on what not to do. So no disrespect to anybody, right? When I know there's multiple platforms. When I say table talk in the community, I say that as a means of vetting out those who have nothing to bring to the table. In order for us to get into the future, we need engineers. We need scientists. Straight like that. We need soldiers, right? We need people who understand high levels of information at professional levels, who can teach it, re-administer it, and get us to a point where we can have other people replicate your position. Right. And so that's what I mean in that sense. So there's no offense to anybody there. I want our other parts, because a lot of parts of YouTube, there's people that get into the conversation and they have nothing to bring to the table, but they want a voice. I'm not that type of person. I don't converse with people who have nothing to bring to the table. In real life, you will never get saved on my phone. I'm just being as bougily upfront as possible. There's no reason to save an adult's phone number if they have nothing to bring to the table. And I think even more for Black people who profess to be people who are pushing the Black community forward, we should really push each other to bring to the table. And that's why I'm not trying to offend you, DMV Nation. Shout out to you, brother. It was no offense to you. I'm not trying to have that any energy. I was not trying to insult you, King. And anyway, all right, brother, it was not like that. It was just, I'm used to saying that and just pushing that. And I know some platforms are just used to. Michi's not like that, and she doesn't always open up the platform for people to. But when she does, it's usually just people, giving their opinion. I said in the beginning, let's keep this one on table talk. I don't care how many numbers in here. Let's keep this on building, right? And seeing how we can connect. UNDV, DMV, we right there in North Carolina. I got a pass to the DMV. We got several people in actually the brother who owns the program. The property in North Carolina is in Maryland. And we have several people who volunteer and work with us in DC. So, and we're in a foreign domestic corporation in Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Not too many we can say that. Not too many when we say national, right? Let me show y'all what we mean when we say national.
Did they give you a seal on their accreditation? Like
I have they gave me the marketing package and the letter. So
yeah. With the little logo and everything.
Yeah, the letter that they gave us a package. That's why I can put the logo on the website.
Yeah.
Sent us all of that so we can state it. They gave me exactly the wording to use. We're in self-study status. If everything stays on schedule, we'll have our full accreditation by November. And if not, it'll be in April. But we have 3 years to complete our accreditation. But if we stay on track, we'll be done by November. And I plan on staying on track. So as you see on the map, y'all, the blue states, the states that are colored in blue are the states that we're foreign domestic registered in. And the ones that are in green, we're doing next. I'm actually adding to that list. We want to concentrate also on the full Midwest. And the ones that are in red, we have physical locations in. We want to make Texas in red as soon as possible. Now we talking. No, you're not tooting your horn. That's what we talking about. Pause. He's one of the largest dry ice distributors in Northeast. That is table talk. That's table talk. Please click the link, brother. Come up here and talk about that. That's table talk. No, that's not. That's table talk. We celebrate brothers coming home from jail, brothers doing, getting a bunch of baskets. Please click the link. Illinois, yes. Yeah, click the link. Celebrate this, brother. The largest dry ice distributors in the Northeast. We need the link. How can we? That means you got CDO drivers. And then I want to know about the machines you're using to move your dry ice, because we do automation technology. So I would love to talk to you about automating your forklifts if you don't already have automated forklifts. Do you use PLCs inside of your distribution place? Do you manufacture the dry ice? Do you purchase the dry ice? I'll have 1,000 questions for you right now. So please click the link, man. This is Black Power. They need to see this in real time. They need to see this. The people watching need to see this. See how that switched up, y'all? That's why we promote table talk. See how excited I am now? That is why we promote the table talk. There's a standard. Like, if you're not bringing under the table for the table, why are you here? Sit over there and watch us talk. Seen but not heard. You remember that? Seen but not heard. That is for table talk. You're not supposed to be around the table making noise because there's no reason to hear you. There's nothing for you to discuss. You're not at the table.
The QueButter didn't come through on that one either. Just a Zayat.
Sisters, if you got something going on, please click the link. The only way we're gonna push forward is if we push forward. That's it. All we got is us. All we need is us.
You type the link in StreamYard.
Yeah.
It didn't come through on the QueButter. Just a Zayat.
Question upon 13% joined Dane Calloway.
Huh?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm lost.
We're looking for international team as well. I would like to have Zayax incorporated and expanded into several countries within this year. But within the year, we have to be planted in several countries within the Caribbean and within Africa. Like that has to happen within a year to really nail in the stat. Like we're in the mix, not miss. This is the fourth industrial revolution. If you're not familiar with what that is, I'll just put it in the chat and I'll explain it. But we cannot have a non-global perspective. DMV Nation, you got to connect your camera and stuff. Is not connected.
Yeah, he may have it's banned. We might be. I don't know. Connection is not synced.
You know, we have to have a global perspective in vertical integration, vertical alignment, and global perspective has to be embedded in our conversations. So for me, that's like, no, within this year, y'all saw we did these 13 states. Before the year's out, we will be in 25 states. More than half the country we will be registered in and just have a little print. And then we're just going to continue to focus on creating a footprint, creating change, creating impact in these states. Being a light for change and empowerment in these states. And that empowerment is centralized around education, an educational platform that many of you have contributed to, and we need you to continue to contribute to. But I want you to be proud, you know what I'm saying? So it's not no fluffy, I was in the pro-black movement, I was in the conscious community, and everything was garbage, nothing worked, blah, 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 blah. Nah. I want you to understand, QueButter, Zayax, the movement, yeah, that is a ship that is moving in the direction of winning, and it has no intention of being part of the shenanigan crew at all. Yo, that's putting you up. DMV Nation?
What up, fam? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yo, in the chat, y'all clap it up for DMV Nation. Make this brother feel celebrated. You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
Black power right there, baby. What's good, King?
Ain't nothing much, baby. What you want to know?
I would have never found that out with the table talk. Now you see why we say table talk. We can't have somebody who got the largest distribution ice company in the country. We have an accredited candidate, big national program school.
Well,
just anybody
in the Northeast. Just in the Northeast, my brother.
We just can't have anybody just coming to the table talking. You understand?
Yeah.
You know, it's like and I want my younger brothers to it's like basketball. You respect when you go to the hood and you got them 3 courts and you got the youngest ones at the small court, then you got the semi-decent, then you got the unlimited court, and you just can't walk on the unlimited court. It's just you got the ball. So this is that. And so yeah, talk about your business, King.
All right, baby. I supply dry ice, man. And that's it. That is what my main focus is. I supply from Richmond, Virginia to Philadelphia, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
You have a website?
I do. dryicecorp.com.
Yeah, you can drop it in the back chat, and then once you make mod, you can just drop it in the YouTube when you make your mod. We promote black business over here, man. Entrepreneur moving forward. You got your stuff already set up, so yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Well,
you, man.
I'm a franchisee,
Yeah.
right? So I'm based out of Baltimore. And I supply the mostly um um oh man um medical field, um food industry, um dog food or pet food industry, um and that's majority of my business, just right there. um 70% of my business is medical field, and then everything else comes after that. um I supply to very prestigious um institutions, and dry ice is profitable. It's something that nobody really thinks about. Most people, if dry ice is one of those commodities that it's either you need it or you don't. If you don't
Yeah.
need it, you don't know nothing about it. If you do, then it is what it is.
Yeah. It's
I've been in this business.
industry specific. People, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Like you
You
like
know.
like you said, the medical. So
Yes.
that lets you know right there.
Yeah.
Organs, transplant, uh, the trauma centers. This it's not
Let me
like yeah.
let me add. Do you? So you're a franchisee. So you bought
Yes.
into a franchise.
Yes.
Be clear. So what? So when you do distribution, so they provide you with the supply.
No. Well, um, we have localized CO2 plants, right? There's three in the Northeast that I pull from, and I pull out of Delaware. There's a plant in Delaware, Delaware City, right? That's where I pull from. Um, and there's two more further north. Um,
Not to cut you
uh,
real quick. The
Hello.
sister that just came up.
Come on with it.
She has a. I don't want to assume, but I do see a breathing apparatus.
Cool.
I will. You want to have? We can give you priority to speak. Only because I not to say it like that, but you do have. It's awkward, but it seems it is what it is. Would you like to speak right quick or speak because we don't want to
Yes,
have
I would.
no problems, sister.
I
Bro, the DMV
I've
is it pop? We're gonna let her
spoken.
speak only because you
Of course, of course, of course. No rush.
okay, sister. You got the floor.
Hello. My name is well, I'm going by Prognopolitis. I'm an activist for
Continue. We can hear you.
okay, for the Fukushima effect on our people in the nation and in the world. If you have noticed that in the past few years, the incidents of sudden death, mental illness, violent
She might be on
behavior,
mute, brother.
it has spiked. It has exploded in the past 15 years. Our land has been inundated by nuclear waste from Fukushima Daiichi. People who speak on this a little too much tend to have accidents. I put in the chat the names of certain activists that everyone here should be binge watching and taking notes about how to survive. This is a genocide. It is a ongoing permanent effect of extinction event. Most of us are too entertained to notice the fact that scientists have died by the dozen. People in banking and in government have had mysterious deaths. People in sensitive positions that would know about this, including YouTube activists, have a tendency of having heart attacks. If you are familiar with the True Royal family, the lady there, she had a stroke. She lives in California. There's other prominent content correctors, content creators are having heart attacks. Deb Cooper, look her up. She's been very forward about opinions. She lives on the West Coast. People, when Fukushima went off 15 years ago, California was supposed to be evacuated. I am rarely allowed on YouTube. I'm shadow banned often. I didn't think I could get away with telling you this much. Whatever else you're going to do is contingent on survival. You won't survive to reproduce another generation. It is that bad. They let you know about some shrimp, right? A few years ago, a crab. You don't know that 3 fish harvests have been bailed out on your tax dollar on the QT. You don't know that whales have died of starvation. Usually it takes about 1 or 2 per continent in nature. Nothing natural about whole pods washing up on the beach. People in the know in California with expensive property, they dumped it, especially on beaches. Early radiation poisoning involves delusion, confusion, dementia, violent behavior, like on those airplanes. They've trained you to accept that as a joke. FCC has ignored it. When people act out on those airplanes, it's part of the comedy portion of the news program. It affects their brains. Radiation is called the Wigner effect. It will burn your brains. A speck or two can stop your heart. People that were out during COVID doing like exercise, climbing on volcanoes and mountains, they dropped off, they fainted and fell off the mountain, or they're out in the ocean swimming. Birds falling out of the sky. When was the last time you saw insects after a rainstorm come up out of the ground, especially worms? We have lost the microfauna, which the larger animals are dependent upon. Seals on the West Coast are washing up with leukemia. Their bones have turned to putty. While our people are off doing other things. I don't know, twerking. I don't know. You aren't going to go any further if you do not face this. We're not going to see another couple of generations. We'll be gone. This was not an accident. The people in Japan killed their president over this. Their children have been born deformed, and we're told that maybe just the bunnies or some strawberries got deformed. No. Fukushima Daiichi is still burning. It wasn't an accident. It was a hack. They got over on Japanese people and did that to them. It's burning. It's just about killed the Pacific Ocean. I'm going to give you 3 names. You run over there and find out all you can. Fortunately, they're still alive. Dr. Dana Durmford. Go to his site, binge watch it. Dr. Kenneth Blanchard. He's the chief anti-nuclear expert on this planet. He's got leukemia. He just had a heart attack. They both had a heart attack the same week. I don't know. One woman, Anjali Muhammad. She calls herself the radical sister. She's got like 1,000 different videos on this subject. This is it. They perverted our food, poisoned our minds, played in our faces with this music industry and psychologically twisting our children. This will put you off planet. A lot of people where I live in the Southwest are having respiratory problems right now. You're not told about it. A lot of people dropping dead, and you don't think about it twice. Even our athletes and very young people, little children having heart attacks. It's not going to go any further. I'm impaired too at this point. I spend a lot of time outdoors finding out about this information. I appreciate you listening to me now. Take the notes. Go see these people. Research everything they got to say. And BT, I've been on your shows a real quick minute. I'm not allowed to email you. My emails are hacked. My phone, people on my phone, they cut you off before you pick up the phone when I call you. It's like that. No, please, this is all I have to say. God bless. God bless. Peace.
Peace, sister.
All right.
Peace, sister.
Bye-bye.
Take care of yourself. Yeah. Go back and get the names.
All right. Yeah.
So hopefully DMV didn't lose track of where he was. I'm not sure where he left off at when she came up.
No, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
PCS, so straight up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, just to discuss it, for me, any of these issues that a lot of us are going to discuss when it comes to environment, weaponry, government stuff, it requires STEM. Like unless we plan on waiting 1,000,000 years for the ocean to clean itself back up for the things that we did in 100 years, and largely the white community has done, then we're gonna have to figure out a scientific way of cleaning up the mess that the other portion of humans have created. And that's just the reality in the conversation. They're not slowing down. They're not in any way planning on slowing down. And just what the explosion of SpaceX in the Indian River, which largely didn't get any footage. Like did anybody hear about
That wasn't the last one that blew up at the launch pad?
No, that was the Amazon one. The Amazon Jeff Bezos spaceship.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to confirm the Fukushima stuff is that's legit. I mean, it started before Fukushima, but it definitely has been a lot of cover up and ignorance of the after effects.
Yeah, Fukushima's still running. They still haven't figured out a way to turn it off. So it's and just the history of like nuclear testing, military testing, environmental, corporate massive environmental pollution, environmental dead zones that we are measuring that have never been like ever thought to have happened. These are things that humans are doing. The white community, just being honestly, I'm saying, like We're not Coca-Cola, Goodyear. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not ExxonMobil, like ExxonMobil, Goodyear, Coca-Cola, Pepsi. It is what it is. Wonder Bread, then getting the excavating companies. But in that same
That's their
context,
destruction. That's their destruction. You know what I'm saying? They always want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, um small uh uh um um contribution, to um I'm sorry, brother. Um it's in the middle of the night.
now you good, King. I was trying to
but
find a way to spin it back to your business
yeah,
into like,
yeah.
even though it's STEM, we still need to, get our manufacturing up so that way we can we back to your business. And anybody in the chat that has anything progressive that they doing, take the opportunity, promote your business now. Let's network. We're looking for people that can actually bring things to the table as solutions and things that, if not solutions, means of contribution to the community. And so, as you see on the screen, this is the brothers
I
company,
look
Dry
out.
Ice Book.
I look out. Anybody in the Baltimore area, DMV, Maryland, Southern Pennsylvania, Delaware. I service those communities, and I look out heavily for my people. Um, and I promise, if like I said, dry ice is one of those things where you either need it or you don't. But if you do, I promise I'll look out, and you will not find a better price.
Now, I was going to ask. So, you said you get it directly from the CO2 suppliers.
Yes.
So you have a place that you would it be correct to say manufacture the dry ice?
Yes, absolutely.
So you have the machinery. How do you transport it within your facility?
Tractor trailers. So I have 5 trucks. I have 4 straight trucks, 1 tractor trailer.
No,
I
how do you
move
move
about.
it within the facility? Like you have damn, I'm about to try to take somebody's job. But so when it gets out of the machine, how does it get from the machine to the truck?
Containers. So we as a distributor, I only
Who moves the
have
containers?
we do, you know,
Who's we?
forklifts,
Who mans the forklifts?
pallet jacks, my employees.
All right, because my institute, we do automation technology. And one of the things I want to attach to this year is specifically like mobile devices that are specific in like warehouses, and Amazon has a big program for robotics in it. So there's a bottling company that
Hmm.
introduced a huge robotic division.
I have employees, and they're only us. I have a warehouse here in Baltimore that I only hire us.
uh, Louisiana in the building. Click the link, promote your business, let's network.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be interested in automation technology? I'm always looking at anybody who has any type of business to see how
Well,
automated technology can be introduced, or IoT. Point of there's I don't know what machines you use in each
I'm not for
point.
sure how to incorporate it, because because it's so, the dry ice business is so old school. Like, how would you even incorporate that?
Well,
you,
you use
you know
forklifts. You can automate your forklifts, the refrigerators that you store them in. Are they connected on a network that you get like
we,
IoT
we don't have,
information?
yeah, but we don't have refrigeration, because dry ice is negative 109 degrees, so you don't need refrigeration,
How do you store
because
it?
containers. You
Just
you don't
curious.
really need to store it any other place. Like, if like, refrigeration would make it dissipate faster. Because like I said, it's 109 degrees.
Do you
So
monitor the temperature while they're in the containers?
no, no need to,
Got it. When they're on the
because
trucks,
I'm
do they
moving 100. 100,000 pounds a week.
How do you monitor the movement of the material? Is it written?
Yes.
Do you have scanning devices or like what's the chips? Chips for the containers so you can monitor the chips.
The barcode.
That is
The R
actually a good idea.
the RFIDs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because my containers, come up missing every once in a while.
Ah,
Those things are fucking expensive,
missing.
they're like $1,600 a piece. Buying the tractor trailer
Oh,
load is
damn.
like 60 grand,
Yeah, that adds
and
up. Yeah.
they come up missing every once in a while. So
With
That's something we
ice
can
in them?
that's something we can work with.
They come up missing with ice
Parlay,
in them or empty?
yeah,
parlay. I
no,
wasn't
no, no.
Oh,
They
okay.
come up missing. Period. Like
Oh.
we could, yeah, we could, deliver to some new customer,
Mm,
and the container could come up missing. And it happens. It really does.
yeah.
And we'll charge the customer. I will.
Yeah.
Like, hey, where's this container?
Yeah, that's how I do it. Whenever I delivered the stuff that had dries in it, it was specially marked. So it usually had like a barcode or some sort
nah.
of
We do the if
yeah.
we would that would be something we can immediately talk about. We can get our students and partner with that one where we install the RFIDs and help with the coding of it, so that way like you know exactly where it's at. You
Yeah,
can use there's platforms like MQTT, so you can have the point of delivery, and it'll be an automated message that you would get, so you know exactly where it's at when it's delivered. Do you weigh the containers?
no, we have a flat rate, or flat weight. So like I was saying, we have three containers, that we distribute. So we would have like a large container that would hold like 1,300 pounds, and next down would be like 550, and then 425, and that's pretty much what I work with. Um,
So when you say the
so
word container, I
uh
mean I'm talking about when you say the word container. So
yeah,
I drive a truck. So when I hear the word
yeah,
container,
come on with it.
I'm thinking like the trailer on a semi truck trailer that size or
Mm-mm,
small. Not that
no,
big.
no.
Oh,
So when I'm talking about containers, right?
yeah.
Just think about the
So
capacity of the container. It's a
right,
pre-weighted like
so
capacity. So
exactly. So
yeah, I
our
got you.
largest one would hold 1,300 pounds, right? And we would call that a HR 27, right? And then the step below that would be a HR 11, right? That holds 550 pounds. And then below that would be like an Argo 400 that holds 425 pounds. And that's the only containers that I distribute, besides, 50-pound, cardboard boxes, because, like I said, we're I'm heavy in the um, medical field, so I distribute to hospitals, that take uh, 14,000 pounds a week in just 50-pound cardboard boxes, and then I have other customers that take 8,000 pounds, in
Do you have a
uh,
when you use the boxes? So are they on
uh,
a what type of system do you have to move the boxes within the factory? Is it automated? Is it or is it like a pulley, regular wheel
no,
system?
no, I think that you're making this out to be bigger than what it is. Like my warehouse is 10,000 square feet.
Got it.
Like I have a small warehouse.
It comes
I
from
have
when you get it from the CO2 spot. It's already dry iced already.
no, 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 there is packaging, but it's manual.
What does the manual packaging look like?
Oh, when it comes to cardboard boxes, we are shoveling. A shovel in hand, like literally, like a shovel shoveling cardboard boxes, and it would take like 14 tubs of cardboard boxes. Each tub holds 32 50-pound boxes, and yeah,
So you have to remove the,
it,
the
it
cardboard boxes from the tub, open the box, place the box in
yeah,
the position for the material to be put into the box. Then the box has to be put on
yes,
another mobile device to be put
yeah.
to another part of the factory. Correct? See, I know y'all hear employees, I hear robots. I'm like, man, listen, that's mad automated. Like, all right, so all we need is a machine that's gonna pick up the shovel this and put it in the box. That's mad repetitive. That's super easy to do. Place box, place box here, move box
Oh
here,
boy.
pick box up, place box here.
Can you hear us, DMV?
Yeah, yeah. I'm back.
Oh, okay.
I'm back. Yeah. So, as far as the boxes are concerned, it is manual labor. Um,
So the manual labor also dampens the output, right?
but we're all conditioned to do it, right? We're conditioned. We've been doing this for years. I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been in this business doing this for 15 years. You know,
But if you had an increase in
um,
manual
and
labor,
I'm not new to this.
if you had an
Um, you
increase in
know,
manual labor,
it's
you would be
just 1 in the morning. I done had a couple, um, beverages.
Can you can you
So
can, can you hear- can you hear Q? Can you hear him?
yeah, can you?
you can
Oh,
hear me.
okay.
You can hear me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
not saying so. But the manual labor part, if you had an increase in manual labor, would that increase
I
profit?
can't hear nobody else talking. I just heard you.
Oh, so you probably got to go out and come back in.
You didn't hear him ask that question just now?
No,
Oh, okay. Yeah, you probably have to reset your sound. I'm not sure what happened there. Uh, I put the link
no.
to yeah.
All I hear is you.
Okay.
You just got to refresh it.
Yeah, yeah. Just refresh your sound. You leave out and then come right back.
All right, I got you.
Yeah, yeah. The link is in the YouTube chat if you need that again,
All
or you
right, I
can just
got you.
refresh. All right.
All right.
Yeah, if we learning this robotic stuff and engineering stuff for a reason, like let's bring it to the community. Like, how could we use this to empower us? You know what I mean? Like, it's dampening his potential. Physical labor is physical labor. And if we can get our school to have that as an engineering project, like, if you have any type of production, like, how could we get our kids in our program to align it with it as an industry? Like, that's power right there.
Yeah, he already up and running. Yeah,
Yeah. Peace.
plug and go. All right, welcome back. Yeah,
Peace.
peace.
Hey, you can
You can
hear?
hear everybody now.
Already.
Oh, okay.
You're not saying because our
You
program
know what I'm saying?
we
But
focus. You can hear me?
come on with it, brother. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
nah. I said we have a heavy focus on robotics, and this year I want to
Okay.
make sure it's really aligned with the industries. And so, I was
Okay.
saying earlier about the automation technology and different stuff. Like, that's what I heard from you is the human input will in some way is directly related to the output of which directly relates to the output of revenue. So
No,
the
what I think what you want is like how I collect my um um replenishments, right? I get replenishments, 2 times a week, right? And on a local level, right, everything is manual, right? And what you want is on a more um robust level, you know and on the dry ice.
Industrial.
Yeah, you want
Not
the
even, but
and
it's
I am that,
not even
you
really
know
honestly, because it's like from my perspective as an institute, like that would be a great project where the students at. Where like, look, your goal is to create in any way you can automate this particular business, and any
okay.
way you can help use IoT to increase what they call true statement. So where the hell is your container at? You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, all
so,
right. Well,
you know,
there is automation involved, right? There's automation involved when it comes to packaging um mini block, right? So mini block would be like 2.5 pounds, um, 2 by 2 by 1, right? 2 inches by 2 inches by 1, right? And it is packaging this, and um, I can send you a video of it, and there's other packaging involved that can be automation,
everything you said,
and
everything you described, even before, could be automated. Them putting it, the digging, shoveling the material and
yes,
putting it in the box,
yes, it can
moving
be.
that, all
Yes,
of that's automatable.
it can. It
That's
can.
how that, like, that's how is there a conveyor system?
It can. No, no, no. All of that can be, and you're absolutely correct. Um, you know, but it also comes from um, uh, um, a production standpoint, um, of what's the best way I could put this without saying that cost effective. I mean,
Is
labor
it going to cost you
is,
more electricity? Is your
yes,
electricity bill
absolutely.
going to
And
be higher? So
you know la- human
I get
labor
it. Yeah,
is cost effective,
yeah,
and it kind of just is what it is.
yeah.
But this is a
you
like
know
this for us in this particular conversation. I'm freestyling, but hearing what
right.
you're saying, I'm thinking about our institute and positioning us within industries and finding any way to use automation technology in a real world setting versus it being in a classroom projects where it's like, no, our institute took on this project with said corporation to discover ways that they can automate and create solutions, and that could be one project for the year, and that's from my perspective, that is empowerment. Like, the greater
Yeah,
capacity we have, that
yeah,
doesn't mean that you're going to fire people. That means that you have more revenues, which you could do more for people now. You can hire
right.
people to do other things inside of the space, manage the business, manage the robots, further automate other processes,
Yes.
expand. And this is the capabilities that all the other corporations are getting, um, with the understanding of STEM. From there, my other ideas like, what's up with the CO2?
Yeah.
How are they getting the CO2? Are they purchasing it? Is it being collected? How are they getting the CO2? And is there any
Oh,
way that
well, I mean, it's a long chain. It's a long chain when it comes to liquid CO2. But what I can say is that history tells us, that automation does eliminate jobs. And that is one thing that um, I have, tried to stay away from. Um,
there's when entrepreneurs make money,
mhm,
they create, and they're in their community, they create more jobs because you're going to
yeah,
create more businesses.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You're going to need more truck drivers. You might say, like, you know what? we're going to get into the supply chain. What's the first layer of the supply chain that you can enter into? That vertical integration could bring in 500 jobs. Like if we stay only on the basketball court, but if we take over the basketball facility, now we're making the basketballs. That's more jobs there. You know, the vertical integration always makes more jobs. So if we only stuck at the bottom level of it, though, automation destroys you at your level. But the whole goal of an entrepreneur, especially with STEM, you vertically integrate. You go higher up. So the next level, you want to attack like Ford didn't just go after the cars and stuff. He went after tires. You know what I mean? They went after the rubber. You know what I mean? They fought after Ford and Goodyear. You know, like they direct havoc, but vertical integration, you're gonna get that. So like you said, that supply chain,
Yeah.
you might pick layer. You said there's mad layers to it. There's
It
9
is.
layers. That means more than likely there's no black person in layer 1. And I'm sure that those people that are in layer 1 are making a lot of money because they sell to you and they know you're never going to touch layer 1. And then layer 2.
I'm trying to get there.
So you know, that's you're going to get there.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You're going to get there. So you know, but that's going to take STEM.
Yeah, and you know, I visit CO2 conferences. You know, like I was just in a CO2 conference in Indianapolis last year, and I do my best to you know head forward thinking, but the, the industry that I'm in, right, was tough. It really is. And not every industry is as complicated as this is, and that there's not a demand for it, right? It, you know so the customers that I have today, I've had 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and it's just consistent. And you try to build that um client base one by one, and stacking them up was difficult. um you know and the client base that I have just keeps us um just maintaining, and when you add on a new customer, it's um it helps, especially if it's a customer that's high volume, but if it's somebody that just needs like 1,000 pounds a week, or 2,000 pounds a week, I mean, it's just a drop in the bucket, you know and
So you sound like you
you
need a
know
sales team. See, that sound like jobs to me.
yes,
Y'all don't hear
yes,
jobs? Like
I do need a sales
I don't know
team. I
how
do
y'all
need a
hear
sales
this.
team.
If
Oh
you're
my
in the chat
goodness,
and you didn't
I
hear
do
that
need
he
a
just
sales
offered a
team.
job to you, if you need a
I do
job
need a
right now,
sales team.
he just offered you a sales job, y'all. Who in the
I
chat?
need a sales team.
Who in the chat is looking for a sales job right now?
Yes, absolutely.
Who's looking for a sales job?
Absolutely.
It's
I
commission based up front.
Yes.
It's commission based job. I'm just telling you up front. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in
Matter of
sales,
fact, it's not commission based.
oh
I will
shit,
pay it. I will
can it be
pay.
remote?
Yes.
Sh-
As long as you're in the Northeast, as long as you are in between Baltimore and New York City, yeah, absolutely. If you have experience in the sales, yeah, I will hire.
Who in the chat?
Absolutely.
Who in the chat is? Come on, y'all. Come on,
I
y'all.
will give my email address,
What are we doing?
my contact information. I will hire if you are qualified in the sales department. We need it.
Who need a job right now? What are we doing?
Hey, you got your videos on Instagram, Facebook, or
No.
He got his businesses on the website right on the screen right now, y'all. This is what empowerment looks
But
like
I'm
in real
legit.
time. This is why we
You
said
know,
table
like
talk. Table
I'm
talk.
legit. Trust me.
Who's in the
no? We
sales,
weren't
man?
questioning your legitimacy. I was just trying to get a visual from the processes. You said the smaller one, the 2.5 pound, the 2x2. You said
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
you say that's automated pretty much.
Yes. That
Yeah,
that is automated.
yeah,
You know, everything else is hand cut. You know, like we supply pellets, right?
right.
You know, but as far as block is concerned, the 2.5 pound is automated, and everything else is hand cut. You know, so like 5 pound block,
Yeah,
which is comparable to a red brick.
yeah,
We cut that by hand. Fifth cuts, which is like 12 by 12 by 2. We cut that by hand. Half block. You know, that's all cut by hand. On a bandsaw.
Yeah, that's all automatable.
mm-hmm.
Robots doing all of that. We're gonna turn everybody to the sales team. Like, look, man, sales. We need sales team. Dry calling for
You
dry
know,
ice.
but yes,
Hey yo,
but yes, absolutely. If there's please, if there's someone that has great personality, and um can handle sales, please, by all means.
Well, on my partner in the chat, yo, Suave, we definitely got to bring
I,
this to
I
King.
mean, I really wanted my father, to be honest. I wanted my father to take over sales so bad, but he won't do it. He's retired. He's laid back, and he won't do it. So it just is
Somebody
what
gonna
it
email.
is.
Somebody gonna watch this and email you. They definitely gonna watch this and email you. I'm definitely want to connect because I got students who looking for jobs. So you know that I'm always promoting my students and parents that need work. So I definitely want to have that plug. Where like, look, man, there's a reservoir to choose from. If somebody's not good, okay, next. You know what I mean? But there's a reservoir. Keep pushing. Pause.
yeah. Everybody gonna have different jobs. Yeah, everybody can't do the same job now. Yeah,
No, but with sales, it's easy. Like it's no hard feelings. Like, look, you.
yeah.
I do hire, I hire drivers. I hire class A drivers
See?
with hazmat. You got to have a hazmat.
Y'all heard that?
And the
All y'all
sister in the chat,
drivers
Um,
she
got to
got
yeah,
update y'all endorsements. Yeah,
and I'm union. I'm Teamsters.
you heard
Uh,
that?
Union 355.
see that.
He
That's
he
what it's
got
about.
institution. He's got institutional and organizational backing support on a not only on a national scale, literally on an international scale.
I know there's more people listening. Click the link if you got a dope business. You're
And
doing
I
work, man.
can
Let's push.
and influence other branches, um from Philly, northern New Jersey, Newark area,
Yeah.
What about
um,
North Carolina?
Connecticut, and Boston. Um, if anybody's interested,
What
I
about
do
North
have
Carolina? What about
influence
North Carolina, bro?
in those areas.
You can hear. What about North Carolina? Oh, you can't hear me again?
So whenever somebody new come on the panel, his mic he lose sound, or just you, or maybe his connection went all the way out.
Who's Secrete Balance?
Yeah.
Peace, family, peace.
Peace.
He
Sister.
I've been listening to the
I can
show.
hear you, brother.
I've
Mhm.
I've been checking Brother Q out for some time now. I appreciate the work you're doing with the children.
Appreciate you, sis. Good looks, Clan.
So I've created a system of knowledge around astrology that spans all ages, and it's actually encyclopedia set. And I was thinking to myself when I was just listening, it would be great to test out at your school. So it would be like a full set that I would donate or give to the school, and then the kids can go through it, and then y'all can write reviews, and then we can promote it to the community, to the larger community. Because I think astrology is one way that we'll be able to fuel that undergirding of society that nobody really sees anymore, because we're the real society. But we'll be able to fuel that with the knowledge of astrology and knowing who we are. Because if the jobs are gone, then we create new ones. We innovate and we go to the new businesses. We don't do the shady stuff that we've been seeing going on. We actually do things right. So just want to put that before you.
All right, sis. All right, sis. Um, yeah, I'm not the biggest person into astrology. I know people be loving that conversation. The Geminis. Shout out to the. Isn't it Gemini season right now?
Well, we're actually we just came over into Cancer season now. But yes,
All right, cool. Yeah,
we
it's
got
about
yeah, we're in Cancer now. Yeah, we're in Cancer now, the 22nd. So the whole thing everybody's seeing online right now probably is the pop astrology, but astrology is far more ancient than most people realize, and it's actually set to the timing of existence, all existence. And so that 0 degrees, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds that they talk about at the ascendant, that's for all of creation. Everything that was ever created, born, even the thoughts in your head, a birth chart. And when you put it, it's amazing the things that you find out about yourself. So just to let y'all know, I'm a Virgo sun. I've got a Pisces moon, and I'm Leo rising. So, if we introduce ourselves to each other in that manner, you'll start to kind of see the energy that we bring, and then everybody can start to get to see the energies on each other and be able to protect each other. Because sometimes, it's difficult. Like, I don't really like doing the whole online thing because I'm kind of a hands-on, and kids in the space with me. That's why I like the school that you're doing, because I think we need more men in the schools, to help get the boys in order for their rites of passage.
No, I appreciate that, sis. I'm hardcore science.
I
I mean,
really
with the, I be with the hardcore science, man. I got to know how to solder. I learned some electrical circuits, man. Some mechanical principles. We gotta make that cool. I know. They be like, "You shut up." I'm a sure.
But no, that's cool though, because really, when it comes down to it, it all goes back to mathematics. So when we see the physics, the chemistry, biology, these sciences, they're all kind of just one part, each little pieces of this one larger concept that we're all experiencing together. So once we start to break it down and actually see the energies that are present, because the fire, earth, air, and water, they're present all the time. We see those in the within the what we consider physical. So but they exist within us too. Our passion, our drive is our fire, our care and our emotions, that's our water. So when you start to see these things, you can see the water bending, and the whole thing, they blow it up with Marvel comics and all that. But these are really superpowers that we have within us. The power to be nice. You know how hard it is to be nice sometimes? I know you probably like, look, sister, we being nice because you talk too much, but I'm sorry. Just to let y'all know a little bit.
And that's promises. What part of the country you in?
I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Arkansas in the building. Arkansas in the
Shout
building.
out to Pulaski County,
All right.
501. Yeah.
Spread the word though. Any parents homeschooling, they can enroll in our program.
Yes, and that's actually one of the groups that I actually pitch to in terms of creating these products, because I've got more projects that I'm working on, but this is one of the main ones that I'm working on. Yeah, it's kind of like my baby project. So kind of introducing it kind of here on the platform is a good thing for the community to be able to see and be involved in, because this, once we get things like this on a larger scale, we'll be able to reduce all this conflict and everything that we have internally and with other people, whether they're in the same on the same land mass as us or not. But once we start knowing who we are, we can do away with all the crazy madness with the colors, because everybody arm, leg, arm, head. Like, I'm not mistaken. If I see the God in you, you can see the God in me. But we have some people
Right.
who aren't born with that neuromelanin, that initial spark of light that creates your nervous system. So, you know,
Definitely feel you. That's how, like, wherever we at, let's just push the connections. Y'all in the chat watching, I know y'all want to hear the conversations about what's going on. I have no clue what's going on. If you want to argue about who should have been arrested and how long they should have been in jail, no problem. Yeah.
are you about the Carmelo Anthony stuff?
Yeah.
I've been watching, but the one thing for me, I think it's better for me, kind of like, I've been staying low on a lot of things because I actually deal in finance and unearthing the truth of how our financial system really works and trust and things like that. So it's a larger narrative to all of this, but like, I just noticed how the people, when they first start out, they're saying what they're gonna say, and then they, as they go along and they find out more information, people's, views start to change, and it's just weird to see people totally flip the script, like, and it's a whole other ball when the basis and the foundation of it is always gonna be the same.
Yeah. But those of us who are super focused in tunnel vision, and it becomes, and I think sometimes it's like, for some people it's overwhelming. For some people it's like in the peripheral, and for some people it's like their focus. And it's like, if it's your focus, what are you doing for it? If that's, if you're bringing awareness, then why are you bringing awareness to it? If you got tunnel vision, what are you focused on, and why isn't he in peripheral? And so, because there's some people that's really focused, and like, for myself, I'm focused on the institute and the accomplishments that we're here celebrating and continuing to achieve and aspire towards. I want to inspire other people. We get that energy from everybody. That synergy is important. That's a word that I definitely love, synergy, and pushing each other to be motivated. Like, you were inspired to hit the panel, DMV Nation, whoever's in the chat. See Kazan, I don't know what Kazan hit the link yet, promote his business, but that is just as important as us spreading the news about the negativity and the challenges that our community is facing. Galvanizing and pushing the synergy amongst those who are doing positive things in our community, people that are actually building in real time, people who have businesses that are taking care of Black families, taking care of the community, and all of these things matter. And the internet is, freaking fly.
Yeah, they push narrative. Yeah, I see them pushing that narrative too, just to kind of keep the people that are bewildered in that state. Because if that wasn't present, there would be a lot more people watching now, and a lot more of us able to communicate tomorrow, and and continue our journey into building. Because like, sometimes I get tunnel vision on on moving forward. So my whole thing is to correct the record, state claims, you know what I'm saying? Put yourself on the record accordingly, and then understand negotiations going forward, because we've given away so much money in terms of what people think about in contracts, just signing contracts and not realizing that we have a security interest in it. So, a lot of times when we're dealing with these organizations, we miss the small fine print that tells us exactly how the transactions are going. So, once our real life starts going and we have bills to pay and all this, it's like, wait a minute, I can't even gather a concept of how to go structurally through something in terms of laws and stuff like that. Because a lot of stuff is impacting us is because of the financial situations. Nobody would be worried about having to do things, like even the diaper thing. I don't want to just keep bringing up any topics like that, but just thinking about stuff like that. Those things wouldn't occur if we were able to have our finances in order. We could just be creative and build. You know.
Definitely. What suggestions you have for people to get their finances in order?
So I'll say this to just to look into it because I'm not in a financial manager or anything like that. I'm just a mother. I've got a disabled child, so one thing for her was a special needs trust, and then just learning what trust is in terms of the legal concept, and then trust within yourself, because a lot of times I think we don't trust ourselves enough. It's like for me, it's been difficult with the whole marketing and advertising thing because it means me actually being in the community, being like I've been on a lot of people's channel. I don't know if y'all, some people probably have seen me on other people's channel, and I talk a lot, so forgive me, but just putting ourselves out there and being comfortable with who we are and what we know, the things that we've been researching and what we've come to know is the truth because that's all we have going forward is our truth, because we see the AI thing and all the crazy madness with, it can be whatever. It could be a lie, it could be the truth, but the truth within you, it'll remain, whether you're in this existence with us or not, because the whole death thing is that's a whole another narrative. So it's a lot of the things that we've been like we've been used to from growing up, traditions and stuff like that. That I think it is time to break and start to move forward in a way that's healthier.
I definitely can understand that. Your DMV, if you there, Pisces Hayes said, "Do I just fill out the form on your website to get in touch, or is there a direct email?"
Direct email.
You want to put it in the
Okay.
back chat or
Yeah,
say it out
no, I
loud?
got you. I got you. I got you.
Coming through. They're coming through. Coming through. That's all it takes.
So,
Take
brother,
it one.
you were speaking
Um,
about robotics. I was gonna ask you. There's a project that I'm working on that's 3D printing buildings, but the 3D printer is really really specific, and the um the concept behind it is, of course, it's something that I created myself, but there's a lot of people doing the 3D printing or whatever, but this is a whole nother setup. Like it's an entire setup for 4 hectares of land, and I think that would be a great way to introduce that into the children's lives too. Using the 3D printers and then actually doing something in terms of dealing with our land because even though we are online, we still have to get back to the dirt. Put our feet in the dirt, hug a tree, and actually be in nature.
What exactly are you saying? Like, so you want to do what with the 3D printers?
So the 3D printer is 3D printing buildings, so homes, industrial buildings. But the 3D printer itself is a custom 3D printer because what we're doing is we're integrating the atmospheric electricity and the atmospheric precipitation, so that there's lights, water, and gas all in the property. So there's no need for the water running down the street through some bleaching back in your house. You can actually generate your water there at the property right out of the thin air, just like it should be done. But the 3D printer concept is what I was talking about. You were saying about the automation with him and the robots, because it's a robotic concept, because it'll be able to maneuver the property. It just is a project, maybe that you might want to introduce. Kind of pitching it, I guess, for you to introduce before the children, and then then we could do equity stakes in the company so that the kids will learn investments and things like that early too. It's just kind of ideas that are just popping in my head, but
So you're saying 3D, the 3D print houses.
uh huh.
specifically 3D print houses. Yeah, that's doable. It's just the 3D printing for the houses it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, we've got money. We're good. We're good on the bag. Trust me. We're real good on the bag. We didn't know it, but we are. And
All right.
that's something that we have, that we would have to discuss, probably offline and things like that, because it's a lot more technical and things like that. But at the same time, when we're doing these projects like this together in unison with our family around the country, we're able to actually utilize the benefits that are available in the tax system. While we hear people say, "Well, I'm not paying taxes," or "We shouldn't pay taxes," whatever crazy shit they say about taxes. It's not about paying taxes. It's about you being a part of a system that's already operating. It's called society, but because we were civilized, when they brought in the society and the economics, and then they started with the trick words and the trick country, it could become a whole crazy madness, and nobody really understands value anymore. So, that concept of the books, the encyclopedia set, is to actually teach us the value that we have within, so that we don't have to consider it always being something outside of us.
Hey, yo, that's my email. mbell@acgdic.com.
But I'll reach out to you, brother Q, at if you have contact information, I can reach out to you with some of the diagrams and the information that I have, so that we can connect on, even me doing the books for the school, donating it to the school, because it's a very unique concept. It's not. I've never seen anything like it before, where it spans from birth to transition, or because we don't have to transition. We find out if we really recognize each one of us who God is, then we don't necessarily have to die like that. But we're dying because we don't know who God is. When you can see the God in yourself and others, you tend to create a more godly environment.
Got it. Yo, DMV, you familiar with ChatGPT?
Yeah, I'm kind of familiar, brother, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a little older, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my
Hey,
40s. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
44, bro. That age don't got nothing to do with a keyboard.
Man, he said
Nah.
older and 40s all in one sentence.
Yeah, now
Yo,
That's
chill.
that's extra wild.
Chill.
I only asked that because if
Man,
you
yo,
got
come on,
Yeah.
ChatGPT,
man.
you have a logo.
Chill. See?
You have a logo.
Um, yeah, I do. It's an American eagle over top of a box.
American.
America.
American.
I do logos.
America.
But yeah, upload that into
I
chat real quick and make a quick flyer with your business email real quick so we can put it on the screen. Take like 5 minutes to do that.
don't know how I do
America.
that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have me sitting here for the next hour
He
trying to
said
figure it
We
out.
upload.
work, yo, bro. With the work don't stop, baby. The work don't stop. It's the motivation. It's the love. When they put that in the, I just love the hustle, man.
Yo, you in the Northeast?
I'm in New York and in North
He
Carolina.
said northeast.
Yo, it's 1:30. Yo, it's 1:30 in the morning, better. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
Friday,
Yo, I
bro.
didn't gone through a half a bottle of 1738. My G. I love you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You are my brother. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is Friday night, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
He said a
yeah.
third.
You ask
That's
Q
crazy.
Bus, bro.
So that what's that? 350 milliliter liters out of 800? 800 milliliters?
Nah, nah.
Oh,
I'm off of a pint.
oh, okay. Damn, that's
Yeah,
another
I'm off a pint. You
metric.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't take me much. It don't take much.
You got your business email.
Yeah, I just put it up. It's mbell at acgdic.com, and that's an acronym for American Compressed Gases Dry Ice Corporation.com.
Is that written on your website somewhere?
Yeah, is it on the website?
No,
It's not.
no,
Can
not
you
my
type
email.
can you type it in the back chat, in the private chat?
I don't even know how to
On
do that.
on, on
You know,
StreamYard at
hold
the
on. I don't come live all. Oh well.
yeah, don't go crazy trying to look for it.
Pisces says she gonna do one for you and send it to you when she email you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, all we got is us right now. Bobby, what's good? Bobby, what's goody, son?
Uh,
I know you heard the African song. I don't know if you heard the nice African song, Afro beat that Dot made with the AI's fire. Said was in there jamming to that. Man, I was like, yeah, man. AI music, all that, whatever works, man.
You know? Don't y'all go crazy on me on the chat neither. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just you know, been doing a little sipping.
Ain't nobody worrying about it's Friday, bro. It's
You
Friday,
Yeah,
know,
bro. You know what I'm
hey,
saying? We
listen, man.
working.
You know, Monday 9 a.m. I'm a different person, man.
I know once y'all get past the, like New Jersey, y'all a weekend, y'all don't fuck with the weekend. I realize that like in New York, the weekend is work time. Like the weekend is you get to work differently on the weekend.
Word.
yeah. That's part Christian. That's Sunday. No alcohol on Sunday. The liquor store is closed. Business. The car dealerships. No car dealerships are open on Sunday.
I'm
That's
working on my what, but working for someone and working don't mean the same thing. Putting an investment into yourself is still working. You know what I mean? What are you
investment.
working towards? So you don't shut off on Friday. Even if you drinking, cool. You got a website. You are the biggest distributor in the state. Nah, get on ChatGPT, get on Claude, make some flyers. We need the sales team to get popping. We need dry ice being sold like it's cocaine in the hood.
Man, I wish.
You see?
I
Come
wish,
on
man.
now.
You know, but you know, I know that the dry ice isn't sexy. You know, it just isn't. You know, dry ice. It's not like I'm selling. You know,
Why it's not?
Nikes. But I mean, you know, because it's something that you know, like I said, you know, it's either something that you need, right? It needs to be a
You can't
necessity,
go to
How
the
do
you
you
right?
can't go
know?
to the gas station and get it. That
How,
once you make it,
Nah,
once you can go into 7-Eleven or Quick Mart, what's the QT
I've
down
actually
south?
tried it.
Yeah,
I've tried that with local liquor stores, right?
yeah.
You know,
I don't
cut
think
rate
it's that.
stores. You know what I'm saying buzz. You know what I'm saying, you know, like I've tried it. You know, like listen, you know, you can mark it up. You know, certain bottles if you sell them
Why mark
frozen,
it up if
right?
you
Because
just marketing? Marketing.
Mhm.
That's what QueButter trying to get you to understand.
Yeah, he ain't even
He
got to
ain't
focus on that.
he
Yeah.
not using a word, but him telling you to put your logo on the chat GPT and all of that shit is
No, it's
marketing.
somebody else to even do that. Yeah, we just trying to get the email
No, ain't no
confirmed.
somebody else to do that. I'm
no,
saying
I just
I
put
don't
it in there.
hold on real. I don't know how your business actually work or the number of employees you got, but for most people that's running the business, they got to wear a lot of hats. You dig what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
No,
It
well, hold on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because number one, you know what I'm saying, I don't need to. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, I've been in this business for 15 years.
right,
And I move 100,000 pounds every week at an
correct,
average of 50 cents a pound. You know what I'm saying? So trust me,
right.
bro, I'm good. All
No,
right.
I'm
You
not.
know what
I'm
I'm
not.
saying?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh no,
I
we
want.
no, we
I,
want we like
yeah, I
like
wasn't
at
saying
that
it
level.
disrespectfully. I don't
We
think,
need
brother.
you to be on the next level, son. Like that's the more views in our community get to the
yeah,
next level,
yeah.
the greater our community is.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Like like that's like we gotta pride ourselves on that. Everything to get us to level up because AI is not playing with the black community and white folks. Nah, bro. They trying to be a million years in front of us like black folks. They still in the stone age, bro. They still over like
Yeah, I am that. You know what I'm saying? I am old school, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I only hire us. You know what I'm saying? Yo, like I've been saying, you know what I'm saying?
no, we got you, man.
And
We got you.
ain't
Yeah.
nobody gonna check me on that.
No, we got
Can't nobody check me on that. You know what I'm saying? You know,
nah,
I
we
only hire us. You know what I'm saying? I pay very well. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
No,
my warehouse workers, you know what I'm saying, make 70,000 a year.
no, there ain't no friction there, man.
Oh no, well, I'm already gonna plug with you with the school shit. So if we
Yeah,
can get the robotic anywhere in there, I want my kids in there doing that with your company. And we need a sales team, y'all. Bobby's a salesman, just so you know, too. And he does media content. So he might be able to link with you, send him some footage, get some content made, some custom music, you know what I mean? Some things that we can send to the hospitals. Are you in need of dry ice? Have people died at an excessive rate in your city and you don't have the ice to keep them cool? Contact us. We
That
keep
type
dead
of
bodies.
shit. You know what I'm
We keep
saying?
bodies on
yeah.
ice, dry.
Promo.
Hey, brother Q, can I play a song for you guys?
A song?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I do.
it's my song. I made it. It's not.
Did you make it
Copyright.
using AI?
Yes, I did. Is that okay?
With them, it is. With me, it's not. But salute.
Okay. Well, look. Well, I guess it's not any better, but based on what I do, I use ChatGPT to create the lyrics and to create the melody. So it's not just a regular. I just had to make a song for me. I actually put some thought into it. So
No, you didn't. But salute. I want to hear it.
okay, I'm gonna play it for you guys.
All right. We ain't gonna listen to the whole thing though. So.
It's not. It's gonna get, y'all
The
gonna
Knicks
want.
just won. I ain't gonna lie. The Knicks just won.
It's gonna be good.
Great balance like armor and breath. Born of the first house, identity in the shadow of death. Second house taught me value ain't just paper or change. It's the land, it's the voice, it's the blood in my veins. Third house, I speak it, liberation is sound. Fourth house, I keep it ancestral underground. This ain't branded, this ain't trend. This is legacy, beginning to end. Love within becomes love without.
You got a nice rap voice, sis.
Thank you. I do actually write rap. Yeah, I rap, but thank you.
Now I want to hear more of some rap from you, sis. I ain't gonna lie. I want to
Is
hear more
that you
rap.
rapping and singing?
That's you
So
singing?
this is the AI, but I did create it.
Is that you rapping or is that AI rapping?
This AI.
Oh, oh,
See what I said, QueButter? I know what I'm talking about.
But I'm telling you,
Where the Sandman at?
songs of the Jones
Compassion on need,
gentrification took over.
they forgot the people are the
oh, I take my compliment back.
But I remember them all.
Can I say something real quick, sis? I want to say something to QueButter too. I don't want to
The system did.
cut your beard. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, sis, we gonna yeah, we
No,
gonna
this
move.
is
Yeah,
one
what's the
thing that
total time? What's the time? The total time is what?
5 minutes.
Oh,
sorry.
um, if you need an AI song for like a business or like QButter trying to promote the school and stuff like that, and you know what I mean, you can't find nobody or you don't want to go through the rigmarole of paying nobody, that's perfectly understandable for marketing purposes. But this is just my opinion. I don't want nobody to get offended. As a musician and somebody who really do music, I feel like AI music is a participation trophy. It create a false sense of accomplishment where there was no work done. And it gives you that dopamine boost of I did something without doing nothing.
That's a deep way to see it there.
Right.
But I tell you one
And
thing, it's not going
but it's
anywhere,
and
so
it's fleeting.
we
Go
should
ahead.
learn to innovate with the technology while still maintaining ourselves in actual society and in nature. But
I
it's
agree.
not going anywhere. And if they're gonna use it, I promise you, they're gonna be light years ahead just because of that. When we could actually use it strategically within the community, so that the kids can have a voice. Because like I am a big talker when I start, but I don't talk all the time because I don't really be dealing with a lot of people. But that like to have that voice when you wouldn't necessarily have that voice. So like I said, I do rap, but I'm not a rapper, so I'm not, out promoting myself as a rapper or anything like that. But but this concept is not something that you would hear anywhere else. And I promise you, I got 3 albums and they cold blooded. And
What
I have
concept? The one you just played?
what I mean
That's wrong, sis. Because
actually,
once you input your once you input your intellectual property into these AI modeling algorithms, it belongs to them now.
Well,
So
I
once
think what she's saying, but
uh,
I think what she's saying, she put her elements into the prompt, and the
hold
prompt.
on, hold on, QueButter. That's I'm addressing that. Whatever elements she put into the prompts, they now belong to to that algorithm. So once I come on there, I can access her prompts even if I'm not trying to, because it's now trained on what she put in there. You get what I'm saying?
and
It's
that's
not.
fine. I don't mind.
It don't work.
It
Is
worked just like I'm telling you, Q, but it worked like
nah.
that,
It's
especially with
not.
Suno and them other ones.
It's not on me. It's
I get
in
what
me,
you, but not lyrically though.
brother. It's not on me. It's in me. So they can that's small change to what
Ly-
I have listened
Lyrically too, Q,
to.
butter. Because if you
I
write
am,
in a certain pattern recognition and certain things, like all of that.
I mean, because they already. It depends on. Uh,
Like think about it. I don't have to say specifically her, but now that she's trained it with her lyrics, it's no different than, like, I can't go in there and say Smokey Robinson, but if I go in there and say Motown's feel from this era and this type of sound, it's gonna give me something similar to that. And you wouldn't be able to distinguish it from if Smokey wrote it or Marvin Gaye or not. Yeah, it's picking up on that without telling you it's picking up on that, because that's what it's been trained
there
on.
is a. I think the prompt in being like almost and like very ambiguous or wide ranged is what allows it to pull from it. The more narrow you get with the prompt and descriptions, the more fine tuned you will get with the output, because it's still generative. So like, so if you just type in "make me a color of a horse" from
right.
Brooklyn, and somebody else types it in, more than likely it's going to pull from the same thing. But if you get real specific, it's going to be in that. So but I'm still on the side of the input. Like, you got to be the creator. But just in that one part she said, I understood that one part of it. Like, there is
Now, I'm trying to tell you something, Q Butter. Now, you might know this a little better than me, but when it comes to the AI music training models, no matter how specific you get, if you create like you just said, you explained that eloquently. The more specific she gets with the prompts, it's starting to create something that might not have been created before. But once she does that, now that becomes a part of the general for everybody else. Do you get what I'm saying? Because the AI now has it as a prompt to put out there for everybody now.
Which
But
is
when
what
you say put
That's
out
what
there,
that's a
that
part of
wouldn't be.
that's a part. Like, let's say you make something on Suno, right, Q Brother, and you get super specific with the prompts, and you fine tune it to where it's like, damn, I just created something that ain't on Suno before. Once you do that, now it is on Suno, and it's into the general algorithm of Suno, right? So once I
But
get
there's
on
no,
there, and
when you say general algorithm,
right,
there's no, that wouldn't, I wouldn't word it that way. That's
well,
why it's hard for me to.
it's in the database, however you want to put it. That prompt that you just created, that you claim is something new now, is now a part of Suno's learning model. So it makes it easier for me if I come along as the second or third person to access that without the same specifics.
I disagree, because if you went on Suno right now and I went on Suno Live and typed in "make a beat for somebody in Brooklyn that got a big forehead" or whatever, blah blah blah, and we both say it's not going to get the same output.
oh my.
No, not it's not gonna get the same output for me and you. But what I'm saying is that if we did that right now, no, it's not gonna give us the same output. But whatever it's giving us is based off whatever has been trained on already. So even if the output ain't the same, it's pulling from the similar a similar thing. That's why a lot of the
But
singers
that's not a
sound the same.
training. But that Suno's not a training AI. It's a generative.
Yeah, but they also train off what you put in it. Yeah, I didn't research this, bro.
It
That
it
it's in the it's
but the
in a
input is
terms and
already
agreement.
it already has the input is from the universal.
No, it's
Universal
not
gave
from.
them.
It's not from. I got that, but it's also in the terms and agreement that whatever you put in here, as far even if it's your own beat that you done made, we now train that. We now train off that.
Okay, can I ask you something?
Yeah,
Because you
but
just
that's
said
the
important. The terms and conditions. You went through Suno's terms and conditions is what you're talking about to find that
Correct.
information in terms of the data.
Correct.
Okay. Well, the reason I was saying that because like I was saying earlier, that's where I really dabble hardest is into the. I'm a researcher and I'm an author, so I kind of do that type of work in a sense. But my research has, like I said, led me to finance. And when it comes to the terms and conditions, if when we really see the etymology of words and understand the language usage within these contracts that we're signing or these agreements rather, you'll see something a lot deeper than Suno in our and and maybe a prompt or something because all of the assets that would allow us to actually be able to build kingdoms like we are supposed to, they're all sitting there within those terms and conditions that we've given up all of our rights, titles, and interests. And that's like within the first 6 lines of mostly every standard contract in their concept of the United States, because that's what the whole thing is for us to give up all of our rights, titles, and interests. Well, because we all have birth certificates, we're all a part of this so-called system. All of our data is being stored in these systems. So,
I'm so lost right now, sis. I ain't even gonna lie.
well, it's fine. I mean, most of the time people are when it comes to our finance, and that's why we kind of get to a point where
No,
we're trying.
that's why I'm. Hold on, sis. That's why I'm lost because I didn't know. It's like you just took it somewhere that I didn't even know where we was going. Because you
We
were
got
saying Suno terms and condition, then you went into finance, then
right.
you went into the social security number. That's what it gets. It
Well, the
just went.
data, that's what
Mhm,
I'm saying. The data is a part, is what you're talking about with Suno, when we're putting our information in. That
mhm.
same data is that same data of anything else, whether it's the social security number, whether it's, you, whatever you spent for the weekend,
I
all
got you, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Like, if we talking specifically about Suno right now, I don't want to do the. Uh, what you doing right now to me is like if I tell somebody cigarettes bad and they be like, "Well, shit, meat is bad too," and you do that, we go die anyway. And that's what I feel what's happening right now. We talking specifically about Suno and how they steal musical data from artists. That's what happened. They
but
train
that's what
on
I was.
your intellectual property. Even if I make something, even if I make a beat completely from scratch and Fruity Loops on the MPC, once I load it into Suno, if I do my drum patterns a certain way that nobody else in the world now the world has that. That's all I'm saying.
But
Double clap.
that data was already sold from YouTube. So that's what I mean. Like I get what you're saying, but Suno, that's why they got the artists got mad with Suno. Universal, YouTube, everybody already gave their data to Suno. So
What's their
Listen to
background?
me. Listen to me, QueButter.
because they
You
didn't own
talking about artists that already were signed to major record labels, right? I'm talking about from the artist perspective of like artists to me don't got nothing to do with industry. Let me say that first, right? So how the sis says she's an artist, I'm an artist. The sis, she might have a completely specific way of doing her lyrics, how she write it, the cadence in which she write it. You know what I'm saying? Where she separate words. I might have a completely unique way of how I make my beats, where I put my drums and my snares and stuff that Universal and all of these record labels never had access to because I'm not in the industry. But once I get on Suno and I start inputting that, now everybody has access to it. Because outside of what they already got from Universal, they get what they get from regular people just using it because that it's training off of the data that you get.
But again, stealing is stealing.
right.
Like when you publish your music,
Mhm.
your music was still available for everybody to hear and steal. Like stealing is a part of music, and so proving that somebody stole it, like
Yeah,
because to me, like when you upload on Google,
Uh-huh.
Google, like the way if you're using the training, the input of information that is learning from uploading on YouTube is training Google, and
Correct.
it's been doing that since the 2000s.
Correct.
So it's like
2004.
you know what I mean, like and iTunes.
Correct.
So it's like there's no musical avoidance of your music being uploaded to a platform that's eventually going to end up in an AI platform. It's virtually impossible, right? Unless you're just going to play somebody's going to record you on their phone, and it's still going to end up because you got to use your user agreement. If you got an iPhone or if you got a Google phone, all that shit's getting mixed into the AI platform. So that's like,
let me be real clear. This ain't my push. This is not my soapbox to be like bad with the AI, kill it all. Nah, I'm somebody that's for the forward push of technology and use. I'm always on the side of the artist. You dig what I'm saying? Whatever their art or the engineer or whatever, you know what I mean? The more, because I feel like when things quote unquote get made easier, now you have this flood of, you know what I mean? Because the cream always gonna rise to the top. So that's just my own personal feeling. Not nothing against you, sis. I'm just saying
I understand,
when
but
it comes yeah, it's gonna be a million people that use Suno, but the people that's gonna be at the top of it is gonna be the niggas that already knew how to do music, not somebody that just rolled out their bed and say, "Oh, I know how I can make 10 albums now." It don't like that's cool. That's cool. You just made 10 albums in 3 weeks, or you just used Chat GPT to write 50 books in 2 months. That don't mean that your concepts you see what I'm saying? That's a tool.
right.
That's a tool for people that already got them skills, not for a nigga that's like, oh, you didn't write a book.
And that speaks to the intention, because even the intention that you're putting behind anything that you're doing, like even when you were saying, like for people just seeing this out of the blue and then hopping onto the channel because we know the sister Michi, just coming onto the channel and and voicing, speaking about our products or things that we're creating or working on. When it comes to community, that's something that's hard to come by in today's time, because usually when we live around people, like I know my neighbor, but as far as going, so far down the street and all that, like I don't know those people. But before we had community where we would be able to exchange these ideas and build, from the ground up in a more personal fashion, where it's not we're coming online and now because we got a contract with Google, we got one with YouTube, we got one with all these streaming, and all the data is being collected. So let's be clear about that. But I apologize for going all over the place. But my mind, I've got I've got a 5-planet stellium in the third house where of the mind. So it does take me all over the place. But when you said terms and conditions, it really struck my thought process, because the terms and conditions is how all of our data has been taken, and that data is valuable, and you can be compensated for it. The thing is, when we start talking, we usually jump over all of the really important stuff to go for our emotions. Now, Pisces Moon is probably one of the most emotional people, and I just love so hard that it's hard to even be mad sometimes. But you just have to get mad when you look back at our lineage and see how we've been actually all of our inheritance has been stolen, because we haven't been able to truly read the terms and conditions and understand the etymology of the words, so we can see what they meant before and what they're trying to say they mean now, so we can start to understand what we're doing when we're signing anything or dealing with anybody. Because once they went online, they took it to the next level, and now they got crypto. I promise you that they've overlaid the old system with this crypto and all of this, and every transaction you make now, somebody's gonna win 10 times instead of 5, because what I was counting before on the old system, they was winning 5 times, and we wasn't even winning once, because we were working our entire life to pay off a house that was paid for with our signature. So we really have to understand our finance, not just our data in general. But when you said that, it made me think about that.
all right.
You got that, Bobby?
I'm gonna go, guys, because I know y'all probably like she talks so there, but get her ass over there. Shout out to Sister Michi X, and I'll see you guys later.
All right, sister.
All right.
Yeah, family, nothing but black activity, positivity, pushing black folks forward, connecting. If you are someone that's into the sciences, I mean, like a technology, engineer, carpentry, plumbing, any of the trades, we want to link with you. If you're doing something dope in the black community, let's work. Be a part of the winning side. That's the conversation. Yo, Kaz, what's goody? Your microphone, Kaz.
What's going on?
What it look like, King?
Everything 10,000%. Just where we at in the discussion?
You about to tell us about what your business, and then go into some more business stuff.
Okay. Royal Risings. Hope all is well. I have we have Golden Crowns. It's a black-owned mobile app. It's under a little bit of maintenance at the moment. However, we have Golden Crowns, the mobile app. It's spelled GOLDNKROWNZ. That app. Check that out. It has audio rooms where you can post, etc. Do videos, video rooms, sell your music at a marketplace, etc. We also have RoyalsUnited.com, Royals with a Z, RoyalsUnited.com, and that's where we have some audio books. We have AI courses. We have AI training. We also have our membership packages and our sponsorship packages, where we're building the capital to do some land development and etc. Also, we have Royals with a Z, RoyalsUnitedRadio.com, where we have our radio station, 24/7 music. It's commercial free, pretty much as possible. We are seeking people to do their own radio show, or radio personalities as well. And we're working on a few other ideas, streaming
Put your
services.
email in the back, man. That radio show shit sound fire.
Oh, okay, no doubt.
Yeah, you have
I'm down for something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And as far as the someone mentioned ice, frozen icy, right? Or frozen ice or something.
Dry.
Yeah, yo, DMV Nation. This chat just made this real quick for you in the last 5 minutes. That's the flyer for him right there. Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was like a share screen. You just made it, nigga. That's hard. Right. That's what I'm saying. That quick.
I didn't
overhead.
Put your email in the type your email in the chat. I put it on the flyer. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom, nigga. Bang bang. That's hard right there.
You gotta
boy.
put the word
that
in
quick.
what you need for the salesman. Boom. But what you need to on the sales, like, are you interested? Do you have bodies? Who you know? You got to put the different targets in your, the different targets in your audience and whatever.
You stab them, we grab them.
Yeah. You got one for the hospital. You got one for the morgues. You got one for the clubs. Who else need dry ice? You know what I'm saying? Well, just focus on the hospitals, man. Try to get all the hospitals on the East Coast. Bow. All the hospitals, all the morgues. Killing them.
It'd be all up in Connecticut, New Hampshire, Vermont. Get all them accounts.
We need that right there. Boom.
That'll be guaranteed money right there.
So you kill them, we kill them.
Every Tuesday, that bank, that bank wire from JP Morgan Chase.
So again, y'all, I know the conversation is easily driven by the negativity, and those of y'all that are here, y'all are motivated by the work. I really want y'all to know, like, I super appreciate y'all, man, because we would not be able to brag about the status that we are at if it wasn't for y'all, man. Just be clear about that. If it wasn't for y'all, man. On Monday, I should get the phone call from the state, do my little verification on the phone. Then we got about 2 weeks, then we counting, and we should be on the state website in North Carolina. You know what I mean? Just that simple, man. Like nonstop work. We not finished yet, Pisces. We not finished yet. We still got more information to go. More information to go. More black people to tune in. Yeah, more black folks to tune in. Boom. GQ in the chat.
What's up, Titan?
I want you to understand, like, the accreditation status, the team, right? Like that we have candidacy status. See it on the stream, man. The game of catch up is different now. All right, nah, we trying to compete with the best of them. Best of them. Please critique the website. Go on the website and knock. You need to fix this. I got 9 pages. Hopefully I can knock out this weekend. I should be able to knock them out this weekend. That I want to go in and tweak out, tune in some more. GA, I'm at the call. We starting to make the AI videos for I'm gonna try to film as much as possible, but we're gonna use the AI videos, the explainer videos for the website. So let's throw them on there. Boom. 2027, 28. We want to introduce Zayak Sports. We got to add the LinkedIn. That's a good idea, GA. Add the LinkedIn. Facts. Hell yeah, I'm gonna add that.
Right on the website.
Yeah, I'm gonna add the LinkedIn on the website. I'm gonna add my LinkedIn in
Oh,
there.
I thought you already had it. My bad. I was looking at something else.
Oh, if you can be any assistant, we need assistance. Hell yeah. We trying to reach our enrollment numbers, y'all. We have to have 135 students in North Carolina in the physical location, y'all. Call your cousins and them who live in North Carolina. Anybody on the east that's close within 30 minutes, we have the buses to pick you up. I know it sounds crazy me saying it's like, how the hell did you get here?
Free bus.
I know. It's like, how did we get here? How did we get to the point of having this here? How?
That's a selling point. The school that automatically comes with the transportation. Man,
Because of you. Where you at? Where you at in the east? Let me pull up the map so you understand what's going on in North Carolina. I've been focused on communications because I want to make sure people understand what's going on.
That's like a restaurant that come with the delivery. That's what that equates to, basically. Yeah, the school sounds nice, but we have to work and we had to find out how to, got all that covered. Somebody work the night shift, work out a schedule, just work it out. You can't get there till 6 o'clock. Ain't nobody gonna be home till 6.
You see the area though right there. Y'all see the map? I'm actually I gotta make it where the pictures pop out. So when
they got the whatchamacallit.
We serving
widgets.
All of North Carolina, but these particular, I'm gonna actually make this a bigger picture.
Bigger map.
Yeah. So
Interactive.
I have the flyer for this though, so they know we all 100 counties.
But that's Raleigh up there, right? This is the closest
Raleigh,
city.
Greensboro, Goldsboro, Rocky Mountain, all them spots here.
Rocky Mountain.
Yep. This week we're gonna be contacting. Yes, we need donations, y'all.
He said donation.
Like we're in a super dope position. Like the state is gonna pay tuition for students in North Carolina. We just got accreditation candidacy. We didn't start this year in this spot. So this is our first year starting in this spot. And so we got every parent that comes here wants to enroll their child. Nobody walks in like, I don't like the spot. So we just got to get through this summer. So it's on and popping. We got 36 interns hopefully coming in on July 6th. Man, I can't make this up.
That's a Monday.
Yep, our summer program starts July 6th. So if you want to come out, be involved, get your child involved in some STEM, let me know. I plan on being in North Carolina next week. So that's like,
That'll be dope.
I want to be on the floor. We just got a dope sister on the team in North Carolina, and I'm really hoping she pulls through. But yeah, I put the Cash App in the chat. The work. Yeah, we need donations like crazy. Right now, the summer rent about to hit this location $6,000 plus the expenses, insurance 300, about 300, utilities about 800. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, he don't have solar panels yet, y'all. You know, he
that's what.
can't manufacture his own energy.
Do we have our operations team on field? Hell no,
King,
sis.
king,
Running in here with
king, king, king,
hell nah. Octagon hands.
king.
A million things at once, man. A million things at once. The team that we do have, shout out to them. They helping and doing as much as they can. So we definitely need, yes, hit the panel.
She said field. Yeah, well,
Hit
when
the
they tell you,
panel.
well, yeah, that position's been filled, I'll be like, damn.
Hit the panel. Hit the email. Let's connect immediately. We need to get all foot on ground. All my traders in the chat, I see y'all going into our trades.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely look at the market. You know how they're gonna be in the chat. I ain't gonna tell you. New GQGA and they're gonna be on their business. But we are definitely continuously looking for Black folks that's about leveling up the community. Like, yeah, I got mad videos already edited, ready to go out this week, hunting for us, trying like just connecting, pushing us forward. You see what it's going towards. You have a actual corporation, so if you do make a donation, definitely make that sure that that's tax deductible or not. Nonprofit, full 501c3. So all donations, anybody that want to do a sizable donation to really level up the organization, yeah, that that is definitely tax deductible. But all contributions help. Pebbles. I got linked with the brother in North Carolina. Well, he out to link me to a video that only had about 400 views. I want you to understand that 400 views. Like, that's the potential of the internet. And now you see what we have here. A 400 view video and boom.
DMV, did you see your flyer? Use away from your computer.
So somebody watching is in the chat or watching is going to watch this after is ready to help make this situation level up. Let's connect. This work right now.
That's because of rare earth minerals price. The access to refine them. The word rare.
Yep. Yeah, we have a team there, sis, but it without a real budget, volunteers is volunteers. And I shout out to all our volunteers. So this year we want to take it to the next level. That's the whole, everything is focused on taking it to the next level, y'all. If you're not trying to get to the next level, stay your ass outside. What's our deadline? To really go gusto, right? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. To go gusto, and this is where Metal Judah wanted me to show. he wanted me to show this loan package. Well, so 25,000, 15 to 25,000. It's a run. I'm talking about we will hit all our numbers. That's the reality we're in right here. So just so anybody sees that part of the video, we shooting for 50, but 25 gets us a strong, like we can debo the market in both areas. We just got our accreditation candidacy, doing our print material, but me struggling and figuring out, but Peter, Paul, Michael, James, Jennifer, and all these other folks, it is what it is. But you beautiful folks, yeah, so any of those numbers, 10, 15, 25, all marketing, all expenses here, marketing down there, small renovations. We're going to do major renovations later on. Grant writers, we love grant writers. We need grant writers, but we're going to be looking for grant writers more. We need immediate, capital to the point where, like, how much I got to pay you back? Like I get like we're a direct payment school in North Carolina now. We're approved for 130 students. We have buses. Just got our accreditation candidacy. Our location in Brooklyn can hold a decent amount of students, almost 100 students. The online component, like we are completely ready to go to the next level. Working on our packages, impact packages, data, all of that's available. So it's right now, it's like, get involved. I can't make up a better time to get involved. I no lie. It's just, that's what it is. We got right now, we have 7 or 8 children signed up in Charleston. I'm really contemplating doing I don't know where the hell these flies came from. It's pissing me off. It's like one just but concentrating on Charleston, North Carolina as well. So if you're in Charleston, you know anybody in Charleston, let them know. Right now, we have about 7 or 8 children. Once we hit 10, I'm definitely looking for a location in Charleston. Yes, immediately looking for somebody, a space in Charleston. Not mad at Chicago, but we're gonna be focused on this, like the South heavy. So from Texas, Louisiana, Florida, Georgia. Yeah, we trying to become we got some strong intentions for the South. So that's why the 25, like that gives us 25 to 50 gives us the ability to immerse ourselves heavy into the market. And then once our enrollment starts, then we can handle it on our own and start looking at different means of grants and capital acquisition and so on and so forth. So that's the gameplay right now. That's what my mind is set at. Like, we got to raise these funds. We need 5,000, do it in small increments, 2,500, 5,000, 7,500, get to 10K, get to 10K, get 12, get to 15. So right now, we should be thinking about $2,500, and from there, we should be thinking, going before there, we should be thinking about $1,000. Can we raise $1,000 right now or within this day, then get to 12,000, 2,500, so on and so forth. Keep the ball rolling. Got multiple means for people to contribute and, support, volunteer, donate, promote, however you can get involved. But we need your involvement. We need consistent push. This hump right now, pause, is like, I want to put this as not the last one, but at this level, I want this to be the last of this type of hump. And then we're going to be dealing with, those level issues. I don't know what those level issues is, but I'm ready for those level issues. So, and this is the last season of this particular part of this story. And now it's a new part of the story where we're operating in 2 states, multiple states at the same time, students all within one system, connected with multiple colleges. If you're associated with any college, any STEM program in the college, definitely email us. Looking to, pipeline our programs to colleges immediately. Like, no slow stepping, is immediate connections to colleges, corporations, right? That can help us with developing these pathways for youth to be able to get these types of jobs, connecting us directly to the industry. Right? That is the only, not to say only, but that is one of the primary focuses right now. And so getting whoever can be involved, however they can support, that's what the concentration is on. And this is done. There's no grants that got it. You can look at it. We ain't got no grant money, no loan money. This all came from people being involved. People like you supporting and contributing consistently. So we gotta continue to make sure that y'all do that. Y'all are motivated and you see everything that's been going on. Understand, like, wow, this is actually happening in real time. Real time. It wasn't no joke. What's the target? Overarching, like I said, we want to get to at minimum like 15K. But right now we're gonna start in pieces. Let's get to 1,000, get to 1,500, get to 2,500, get to 5,000. But 15,000 right now, I'm giving you back. Depend on the terms. I know y'all some sharks in the chat. We got some sharks out there. I want to stay around 6%. I ain't gonna lie. I'll stay around 7%, but 8%. But some of y'all sharks, you know, y'all would have to email y'all shark numbers. But that's the game plan. Get into there so we can immediately submerge ourselves into the market. Like suppression. Like, I want you to understand, we're in the point of, like, if we're in the market. We slow foot into it, which regardless we're going to have to do. You know, we may hit our numbers. We're going to get a lot of numbers. But we, right now into the market, yeah, we talking to M. Yeah. Yeah, we going to hit an M. So that's the difference right now in where we at. Soft jab or full on assault into the market. Like, there's no new entries into the market we in. So it's just a matter of how fast can we take over Kinston? How fast can we take over New York City, and hit our numbers in Brooklyn? And how many numbers can we get in online? Can we hit 100 students online? That's just market and suppression. Like, that's what we are right now. Market suppression, market suppression, market suppression. You don't want to return on Zyx. I feel you. But I would need you to go in your other bag, Joe. You know what I'm saying? The other bag. In the other bag, Joe, I know you're going to be like, yo, Q, I need this percent on that percent. And I'm cool with that percent. Like, on paper, like, that's
that old gray dirty bag. The gray one. Yeah.
I'm just joking with the Sharks, but 10% is 10%. So that's where I'm at with it. Like, the business loans and the day-to-day ones, their interest rates is crazy. And the time frame on the grants, like I said, so let me share the screen so y'all see exactly what I'm showing y'all. So you see this right here? We're like one of the last set of schools that got in, literally on the last day. And they just, I believe, confirmed our bank account. It took 3 days for them to do it. They didn't accept my voided check. Then the bank gave me some other deposit form, and that was wrong. So they had to do a memo, and that went through today. My W-2 should be good. And the contract they overlooked in the W-2 was everything lined up. So I'm supposed to just get a phone call on Monday confirming Once that goes through, then when they have a separate agency verify our paperwork, which they just verified. So they're like, look, as long as they went through them, they just verifying their verification. So we should be on the website within a week to 2 weeks. That's part one. At the same time, we're currently having parents sign up. So hopefully by the end of today, we will be at 10 parents in Charlotte. We're lingering parents in Kinston. So today I have to go get posters because they don't have the poster people in Kinston. So so I'm supposed to be sending 3 banners. So whoever's donating right now, whomever at some point, all that's going to banners and marketing material. But we want to suppress the market down there. And the parents who sign up, we want to get them enrolled in July. So that way they can be in the system in August and the school could be paid in September. And we hit our numbers, it's game changing. So that's where it is. Parents can still sign up later on, blah, blah, blah. But we don't want to be a part of that part of the system, which we're probably going to end up, but we want to hit our numbers, as best as possible right now. So 10,000 in marketing in Kinston, 5,000. Yeah, we'll have 200 kids in that school. Yeah. We'll have 200 kids. Yeah, that's without a doubt. Game changing. And that's just in Kinston. So 2%, peg it at 2% above prime rate. So 9% maybe. And prime rate at what credit? Prime rate at good credit. So it's a prime, 7%. So it's that. I don't know. You tell me your number because we're on go status right now. We're on go status. Need to raise funds. Like Sunday, all Sunday stream, all the uploads are going to be centered on that because that's the primary focus. Enrollment, fundraising, enrollment, fundraising, enrollment, and fundraising. Prime is like 4. That's why I said 6-7%. And economic conditions leave no choice. I mean, GA right now, I need you to call your ex-military friends. I need to meet you people when they watch this later on. Call up the big friends and like, all right, it's time to make it happen for Zyx. They got the proof. They got it's time to make it happen. And Dr. Mo, yeah, or time to make it happen, y'all. I don't know. Proof is right here in the screen. Right here in the screen. ESA Plus. We have an occupational therapist. We have a certified special needs teacher, and we have a doctor of social work. We're also looking to increase our therapeutic services team. So email us at info@the Institute. Again, get involved. Get involved. GAUIMWIWM. Get involved. Promote. And I'd rather keep it super light local like this. You know what I mean? We don't want everybody and their mother in the business. Just enough is just enough. 6.7. So my first statement, 9% wasn't wrong. So, let me know what it is. 10%. What's the do? What's the do? Let's jump out this window. Honestly, this ain't even a window jump. This is not even a window jump. This is straight work. Straight work. 1, 2, 3. Like, who's in North Carolina? We're trying to link up. Like I said, we definitely adding a sports team next year. Yeah. That's one thing the private schools and other ones got on us. They got the sports. They got sports. We don't have sports. So in order to compete, we gotta bring sports to Zayax, man. Our babies want sports, so we gotta have a sports teams. It is what it is, man. I try to fight against it. You know, I was being a hater for years. We was gonna make them engineers and sports players. So it is what it is. Gonna make them sports players. And just so you have an idea of the property we working with in North Carolina. Damn, bro, you blew your head. Oh my goodness. So it is the space. So we're doing the marketing literally on this wall, putting a banner on this wall. And we come over here. We gotta put the banner over here. Then we're gonna put one on the fence. Over here. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna put some big banners so anybody driving by. I might put this one in the middle. Back of the school. We're gonna throw one in the back of the school. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on right now, y'all. What's going on? It's what real work looks like. That's what it looks like. Boom. I'll hang one out there. And we have enough space here to build where'd you go? Oh, that's the other one. So you see, more than enough space to build. No swirl zone. Wants extracurricular activities, chess. I be hating on games and stuff, but when the parents or somebody in the community wants to run it, I'm not gonna say no. But again, I be hating on games. But I'm working on that hate because we want to build a sports. You see that big part right there? The dirt?
There, like baseball field.
Yeah, so we want to put I want to
Home
put the
plate,
basketball
back where the
court
trees
right.
at.
I want to build a sports facility right there. That's gonna be if everything works right. So the 25,000 we got to get to right now will damn near guarantee that in 2027 we building a sports facility right there. Yep, right there, sports facility. Plenty of space, either one of them. Like, and then I want to put a track right here. Like, if you see how the schools look on the other side of town, that's not as black. Yeah, they properties look real nice. They got the sports setups, all that stuff going on. I'm like, nah, we got to level this up. Got to level this up, B. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Right there. Big sports space right there. Bam. Basketball court, auditorium. Is this a self-determination mission or grant funded? This is definitely self-determination. Like, unless you're going to donate, and unless you're donating in the Cash App, shout out to anybody who's considering or going and has donated in Cash App and GoFundMe. But this is community funded. But that doesn't mean we're not open to grants, financing, special finances, community financing. Like, right now is the go space. So Lene, yeah. The space right now, that's our property, our team's property. So we're trying to expand the property, renovate the buildings that's there. If we have to expand, there's a whole other property we can expand students to. So we're not worrying about student space. We don't have a sports facility there, and we don't have an auditorium. So we can make the sports space, the auditorium, sort of, right? No, yes.
Yeah, Joe, he can put one of those inside the sports, like a big bubble, like a dome.
Yeah, Kaz, if you want to help, yeah, we can definitely. We planning the event in Kinston. Kinston got a rough rep for being pretty street. I love it's like Brownsville. So when people hear Brownsville in East New York, they automatically I'll pass. Paul Pet Sales Sports Center. This dude is gonna be jealous. He didn't have plans for a helicopter. He did have plans for a helicopter pad. That's hilarious. We don't need the helicopter pad. Like, I'm just saying the space is there, and we're talking about building a sports facility. So it's not like it has to be floors. It's literally just one floor, benches around, and it may have extra space for like the gym workout area, or it's really just for basketball, volleyball. And if we could put an indoor track inside, there's enough space to do an indoor track. Depends on the bag and the financing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being clear. Like, we're trying to get financing. So everything is a step. So and secure. Lene, I need help. We just got our accreditation candidacy. Do we have a website up? Yes, we have a website up. The Ziax Institute, Ziax the movement. Like, that is definitely up and running, and we have plenty of avenues to be listed as an impact financeable or grant worthy due to our impact on society, a quantifiable impact. I do have my numbers and data. There's our website. So we're national servicing, unparalleled and unmatched STEM offerings. The red color states is where we're listed as, where we have physical locations. I'm actually in our physical location in Brooklyn. If it was on the screen earlier, it was our location in North Carolina. And we are foreign domestic entity in the blue states, fully registered in all the blue states, and the green ones we will be registering within the next 6 months. Yes, yes, yes. And we recently just achieved status as an accreditation candidate with Middle States Association, which we're extremely proud of. And staying on mission, we will have our accreditation, full accreditation in November. And so we've entered and embarking on a major portion of our journey that's going to position us, that already started to position us with some of the, top, institutions in the country. And this page is dedicated to that. Their program offering, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, super official. And probably one of the only people in Black YouTube that is in any way, I want to say, I haven't even heard anybody in social media talk about opportunity scholarships. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
Like, I've not even heard it. Like, so yeah, we are an opportunity scholarship vendor, and within the next 2 weeks, we should be on the state website. So any student in North Carolina, the state will pay you, a decent portion of the tuition, if not all, depending on their income tiers. And our tuition is income based. So regardless of that, we're going to be able to work with you. And so there's a huge opportunity for us. And so this is what we're immediately raising capital for. If we throw a block party or something, I throw 500 food. Okay, dope. Do you have a backup? So I'm not risking question you may have answered, but I would even consider SevP. I don't know what your structure is. I have to back up, not you. We're a nonprofit organization, and we have a school underneath our nonprofit. We provide hybrid education for homeschool and private school students around the country. And right now we're in the positioning ourselves to really enter the entire ESA market, and really solidify ourselves for the next 100 years in the private school arena. So that's the game plan right now. Guess the game plan. So every donation counts. $10, $50, $100. Every connection counts. Please connect this to your friend who is an engineer, the one who studied all the time. What's the curriculum going to be? No, the curriculum is, see, our curriculum is African-centered and STEM-based. So go right here on our website, right? This curriculum, right? So there's our vertical alignment, blah, blah, blah. Break down that vertical alignment what each grade level gets, right? It's a portrait of a learner, African studies, and our STEM programming is unparalleled and unmatched. So I'll go to say unmatched for now, especially there's programs that have it, and they're some of the top programs in the country, and so I'm cool with that. So unless you're going to like Brooklyn Tech or robotic specific programs or STEM based, heavily based STEM programs, not just
read a couple of them examples. I don't know if people can see what you the menu drop down. What are the names that are coming up?
Oh yeah, so we offer engineering, which is centered on mechanical instruction engineering, teaching the foundations to youth about how to build this world that we live in and understanding engineering design principles. Then we go off into electrical engineering, which we teach them about circuit design and electronics and basics of components, right? Which is essential to the electrical world we live in. Then from there, we go into physical computing and embedded systems. Oh, I love this class. It's an entry-level class to PLC systems and robotics, automation technology, so on and so forth. cars and all types of electrical systems that need a computer inside of them to actually help them operate and achieve efficiency and performance and so on and so forth. Then from there, we go into network engineering, which we're also trying to expand to add computing, well, cloud management, which sort of comes with it already, and network cybersecurity. But currently we have network engineering. Shout out to brother, sister Akasha, big dog sister Akasha, and brother John, who will be hopefully coming on next year. And then from there, we go into computer animated design and industrial design, which is what it is. Industrial design, learn how to make things, manufacture things, read blueprints, design things from blueprints. And it's centered on 3D printing and design, manufacturing, and of course, being able to understand the world from an engineering side, blah, blah, blah. Then from there, we go on into AI and prompt engineering, which is our last STEM course. And of course, that just sounds like what it is. They learn how to use different AI platforms, focus on prompt engineering and getting the desired output, and being introduced to the wealth of platforms that are available now, and having the skill sets that are needed to be able to perform in this technological age that we're in. No Swirl Zone said, just wondering what are the qualifications to become a member of the Affiliate of Black Engineers? Beautiful website. I'll look it up. So affiliation has layers to it. So some of the societies only accepting colleges and or professionals. And so I'm asking our team leaders and educational leaders and so on and so forth to actually join these societies. So for our electrical engineer, we want them to join IEEE. I myself am trying to get an ASME. Brother GA, there's like mad computer science. There's mad of them. It's mad of them. It's a whole bunch of them that there's available. Then in terms of our AI program, next week, we're going to actually start canvassing through the new version of our AI prompt engineering, because we do want to partner with, there's several organizations that have some really strong programs right now, such as NVIDIA, Dell, Nuvo, Microsoft, and they have academies and training programs for the teachers. And so we want to pick one or two, and we might refine our program to be a bit more aligned with specific industry. And so that's why NVIDIA is looking like the one to go to, but that's a conversation internally. If anybody who specializes in this, please get involved. So yeah, that's our STEM offerings. Like I said, unmatched. And then whatever we choose to add on, such as general electrical, which is going to have residential and commercial, we plan on offering that this year. GA also, yeah, we're adding that ISTE. We're getting all of our STEM teachers to be ISTE certified. Like I said, we're actively pushing and positioning ourselves for our international expansion, which will be happening within the year. And let's listen to all these beautiful things we're talking about happening in a year. International locations, sports space, 200 to 300 students, not 200 to 300, 300 to 500 students in the, like, that's what we got to get to. 300 to 500 students and multiple locations in North Carolina. Like, we hit 10 parents, 10 students in Charleston. We've got a dope sister in Kinston. We start full attack mode this weekend. I got to get the posters in Kinston so we can go ham in Kinston. The 10 parents in Charleston don't have to be a part of Kinston. We want to build a satellite location in Charleston. So once we hit 10 today, we're shooting for 15, and then we're going to start looking for a location in Charleston, North Carolina. And this is, I don't want to get teary-eyed and all emotional, but you understand, I don't know if you guys really hear what is happening in front of y'all. So when you hear me saying we need like 10, 15 bands, it's not for no reason. Like, this is going to elevate us immediately. Like, I can drive around all of North Carolina and just sign people up. Just stop and sign people up everywhere we go. That the touring, You know what I'm saying? We wrapped the van. We hit 25. We have 2 accessorized vans. There's 4 accessorized vans, 15 seaters in North Carolina. 2 of them are
That's another business. That's a business. Who rapping? Who rapping bands? Who rapping trucks?
yeah, we want to get one of them wrapped immediately, everything tuned on it, hooked up, touch up the internals. That's coming on later on, but with 25 bands, that's happening immediately because that's what we're going to be using to go on tour with. So while we drive it around Kinston, not just Kinston, the other cities, the nearby cities and adjacent cities, signing people up, have the van, fill up the stuff with STEM materials, you know, driving with my big baby, you know, out there. We just promoting. And that's it. Sign up. And then we running through New York. We running through New Jersey. We running through it. Because we know they're not offering this to our black babies. Anything to make the program better, I'm open to any and all input to make the program better. Every day, I work on making Zyx better. So if there's something you see that's not right and you want to make it better, please get involved. If you just want to let a critique, please tell me. Email me, info@Zyx Institute, QueButter@gmail, the Zyx Institute @gmail, info@Zyx the Movement. I mean, like, whichever way you want to email us, get involved. Lene, is this something that you can help with? GA said he's starting with ISTE, so the I believe it's somewhere between $500 and $800. We want all of our STEM teachers to be ISTE certified. So these are some of the things that we plan on spending on the teachers. And so all we got to do is hit our numbers, y'all. So I need GQ, I need Joe, I need the Michi, I need my Michi people. You know what I'm saying? I need the big ballers dig in that other bag. You know what I'm saying? And help us make the situation happen. And
The library.
Put your point on it. Do public libraries have space for setup for information about the Institute? I don't understand your question, but the website has all the information about the website, the Institute. And please go through it. I don't know where Chris Harris is at. Chris Harris, you're needed in section. Is he still in women's clothes? But if he's still in women, I don't know if he's still in the women's aisle, but if he's still, did they still have him in what? Somebody look Chris Harris or anybody that, you know, anybody that wants to be on the hater side, we need some people to go through the site and just like, nah, this is trash here. This isn't right here. I'm just joking around, but we really need that. Like, I really want you to look at the competitors because we're only looking at the best schools. What do we need to do to refine it? Anybody?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be part of the accreditation package. Once all the full accreditation, and the institute is gonna be on the state website because the library is not gonna put an institute in their on their property and it's not accredited.
No, that wouldn't even be there. That's 2 different things. The library wouldn't have us anyway. The library is the library for books. If you want to look us up, library, you would look us up on the accreditation. We should be published within this week on their states on the site, and then it gets submitted to the feds and federal government. Blah 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 blah. But now the state website for North Carolina is something completely different. That's us being verified as a private school for parents to choose from. So we're at the last stage of verification. So that's that part there. And I'm still waiting for Nevada and Indiana to let me know what's going on in South Carolina. So I'll be contacting them this week. And if I have enough time, I will be going to start the paperwork with Georgia to see if we can fulfill the requirements to be an ESA provider in Georgia as well. So that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Like that's leveling up the business, you know, making sure our offerings are super aligned. Like when parents this year coming in, We figured out some stuff this last year. The stuff we figured out this last year, I ain't gonna lie. It's on and popping. It's on and popping. On and popping. I'm trying to have at least 40 memorandums of understanding with colleges before the end of the summer, y'all.
MOU.
Like, y'all need to understand, like, yeah, I'm trying to have at least 40 colleges that we on paper, like, no, we already spoke to the department chair. They have our paperwork. They know who we are. So just in case one of our students chooses this school, they know that this class they took with Ziax at this school, they don't have to take over because they count our credits there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's power. You said Pisces says she hold up. Libraries do not have stand-up racks to put school information brochures, I think. Oh, they do have stand-up racks. Yes, I understand what you're saying now. Yes, that's a good idea. I work between Texas, Atlanta, Georgia. You would fit right in Atlanta. We typically average anywhere from 10 to 20 students in Georgia. But since they started introducing the opportunity scholarships and EA stuff, the market has changed, and so parents are more inclined to choose schools in their state because the state's going to pay for them. So we need to get into the different markets in each state so that way parents can choose us in their state, and then the state funding can be used towards paying their tuition with us, and that'll make it easier for them to choose. Then with having the accreditation candidacy status, they know that our credits are transferable. And then knowing that, in addition to that, knowing that our programs are pipeline too. So we're focused on Georgia Tech. I don't remember the other schools in Georgia. I don't know if I'm lying. I even started looking at schools in Georgia. But I know we have 10 in North Carolina. If you ask me, when I come back on next week and I have this, I'll have all the 13 states that we're in, plus the 7 we're going to. It's a lot of work. We want to have at minimum 5 schools that we've initiated and have MOUs with. So, it's a lot of states, a lot of schools. But that way, when we say we have a real network, we can really showcase that we have a network established with these. And when the bread is on deck, that's somebody I'm paying somebody just to do that, to maintain the collaborative relationships with the college. You know what I mean? So that way, any parent knows, like, nah, this program. And then, of course, our internships. I'm working on the internships with these big corporations, y'all. Working on them. Working on these internships. Damn, we need them. Because the economic wealth gap's not going to close itself. And reparations, we all want, and that's a conversation. But in between reparations and the door not closing itself, yeah, we got to, find more ways to make more money. And so if we can get our teenagers and our early adults, and of course our adults too, I'm not forgetting about adults, but if we got youth entering the work arena to be at a higher level of capacity, you know what I mean? Nate, we need a funding vehicle like yesterday, but we're in 2 parts of the conversation. So the funding vehicles, unless you got the phone call, they're not going to happen within the 30 to 45 day cycle we need. So I really got to count on the people. Like, that's really where it's at. Like, either loans from people I know or people that's willing to set up, or straight up donations. Like that's gonna be like most of the videos I'm filming today. Like people are like, well, we hit these numbers, like, and I'll be honest with y'all, we hit our numbers. There's no reason for me to be piggybacking back to like the donation arena. Like that's my mental set right now. Like the support can go specific to different things. Like, and not saying we're not gonna need support, but like we have an alley oop right now. Like that we earned. Nobody, we threw to ourselves. Like, we threw to ourselves. So now it's just a matter of cultivating it over this immediate 30 to 45 days. Like that's the game plan right now. Cultivating the hell out of it. Nurturing this next stage. And watch what happens. Watch what happens, y'all. Watch what happens. But I don't want y'all to be only in the watching club, like I said. I want y'all to be in the participating club, support club, and like, yeah, I made this happen. And many of you are. So this is also part of the celebration for y'all. Like, yeah, we got here, baby. Oh, it's 3 a.m. Oh. It was 3 a.m. I don't know why I thought it was earlier. I thought it was 12. I was about to drive to the city.
That's crazy.
Hell no.
Yeah, they was coming on. It was coming on earlier. On the panel for like 45 minutes. 30 minutes.
Yeah, I got a little bit more time when to celebrate with y'all. Then Sunday, it might be a Crash Out Records Sunday. Just for the love of it. Pseudo Killing Sunday. Crash Out Records. Just for the love of it. But keeping it nice. I don't want no smoke with nobody. You know what I mean? So that's how I've been keeping it super. It's cool, man. Whatever you want to say, man. I ain't got no. Next. You got it. You got it, B. I don't want no smoke with you, baby. I don't want no smoke with you, man. You mean whatchamacallit? That's how I'm referring to him. Who? A lot of people's names now is who and huh and I'm not sure. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. So it's nothing but pressure, consistent pressure. Like, how can we keep leveling this up? Lene said you need to get this set up in pitch. Folks can really push it for you, but his homeboy has made these streets real skittish. That's why I'm not even mentioning any of that convo. I'm actually working on exactly what you're saying. I would love to get your please email me now. This is an emergency space. I'm playing it cool, but y'all see, I ain't even live like that. I'm gonna definitely be Debo and Michi stuff. She's out and having fun right now. I ain't gonna say where she at, but I actually at one point used to be bothered by that, but now I actually am cool with that, Lene. I don't want the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want
They
the
can't.
smoke.
They
Like,
can't translate it. Yeah.
like that's literally where we at. We just want to just, you know what I mean? Like the opportunity we have to impact lives the way we about to do. I ain't not even thinking about what you call it, who you talking about, who, like the pitch. Like, what do we need to do on the pitch? Email me. Let's like, and my stuff is public, so y'all can see all of it. You can just pick the state, go look up Ziax in your state. You in Georgia, type in you in Texas, go look up Ziax in your state. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that simple. Like if they can't do that, I don't want to hear about no national stuff. They can't show me no badges, they curriculum. You know what I'm saying? This summer we working on copyrighting our curriculum, so our curriculum will be licensable. So I mean that I can't get into conversations with them. We want to be in the space of thousands of lives being impacted. So this 500 people we talking about, yeah, we got to get to this 500. We got the opportunity of a lifetime. So I can't even spend a moment thinking about anything beyond, or the negativity is, yeah, I ain't even in that space. I don't even have time to even mention think about what nigga I ain't even think about. The fact that you here linked up, I'm hype about that. Lene is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why I'm not even mentioning in that space. Like our compliance documents is public. Um, anything that's not, let me know. It'll be on the website. If you need to see it, I am. We I ain't none of them conversations. You know what I mean? Like that's my tax documents got filed late. My parents died in 2024 and 25. You know, so and one of my teachers, my boy, almost got killed by a student who lost their mind. You know what I mean? So and my son almost died. It's so in 2025. So those 2 years is the only reason my taxes was filed late. You know what I mean? Outside of that, I have no intentions of filing anything late. You know what I mean? Keeping stuff nice and clean. Ain't nobody got time for nobody but those that's on a level up. I can't show up with another issue. Another issue. Who was the first issue? Yeah, I don't know. We pride ourselves on my LinkedIn is Quentin Spickner. I got the forehead out. Oh, I got the forehead out. The forehead out. That's how you know it's true. It is. My LinkedIn is QuintonSpikkener. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to hide. I mean, like that's the only my taxes was done late. Them 2 years was an ass kicker. The IRS don't even fully believe it. I'm still saying like, look, man, this was ass kicking. Then conservatorship. The man, listen, we still going through the conservative stuff. So listen. So the only reason my taxes was done late for the nonprofit, and so we're dealing with the penalty for that. But outside of that, all my stuff is filed. They're gonna get rid of that penalty eventually, and all my shit is. I ain't got nothing to hide. You know what I mean? So, and I don't want anything to hide, and I don't want no secrets. I don't want no issues because I don't want them digging in my crate talking about, oh, this is the reason why we can't, blah, blah, blah. Nah. The accreditation we have, you see this? We're no longer in any of the same conversations as any of those individuals that some of y'all may think about. Like, I don't know who y'all talking about. I don't even know. I don't. Yeah. Like, just, they're not in the same. You said, no, I'm business. Yeah, that's, you see here, you can't get on. You look up Middle States Associate, you ain't getting on. Like, if I show you the people that's, in fact, let me just show y'all. So this is the directory, right? So country, United States. I'm gonna put Zags there. I'm gonna put New York. Then I'll show you the college network. The butterfly voice. What's up, sister? Yeah, I'm working on the pitch deck. So I have like mad freaking stuff. Yeah. So you see 300 schools. In New York are accredited by the same organization. So Christ the King is a huge school. That's not like, that's a huge school. Like they basketball team, everybody knows them in New York. Right. So you see, we'll be on this list. Then the Middle States College. Hold on, this is right. Let me go to the other one. Yeah, officiality. That's just where's the other one at? Here we go. So, and this is the college level. There's like 3 associations. Q, there are any programs you know of about for like a 20-year-old males and where to point me out, Ohio possibly. I would say going to some of the academies online. So like I got talking about NVIDIA, they got free ones. Microsoft has free ones. Google has one. Amazon has AWS. They got mad programs. So I would immediately start them there, get them some certs on there, and get them trained on there. And then try to look through the jobs based off of those certs on his LinkedIn. Get him on LinkedIn. Make sure he has a professional photo. Get his skills ups immediately. So if he's home right now, tell him to go on AWS right now. Go on to whatever, any of those sites, and just start taking their academies and learning their skill sets, cybersecurity, network management, any one of them fields, and start filling up his resume with badges and skill sets right now, like right now. So yeah, you see, so they accredit, man. Listen, bro, like the network we're in, crazy. So you get an idea of the colleges that's accredited by the same organization.
Right.
I know this is no joke. The network went in. That's I'm like I'm not in any conversations. And you have my email, sis. Email me whatever I can help. QueButter at Gmail or info at the Zyx Institute, info at the Zyx the Movement. Your VP on your HOA board, we need you to get all the black students, all the black kids in your HOA to come to Zyx. And then let's rent a house in your HOA area or location and have all those kids go to that location. And you're in Texas already. So you know what I'm saying? We'll be ahead of the game in Texas. Like I'll pull up Texas in a few and show you what I'm talking about. But you see the colleges that are in the network. So just so y'all see, so this week, the email package that they sent us is that they want us to now network with all of these different schools that were within their network. So we're going through this here, picking the colleges that are accredited through the same organization, and we're going to be establishing communication to create a pipeline program to them because we're now being accredited by the same people that they're accredited with. Do y'all see what's going on right now? I want to be sure. Do y'all see what's going on? Do y'all see? See what's going on. Like this is not like City College, City University. I mean, you're going to see all the big schools. There's a bunch of these ain't no Clarkston University. You know what I'm saying? Not no small stuff. College of New Jersey, College of New Rochelle. You know what I'm saying? College of Southern Maryland, College of Staten Island, Columbia University. See? With the same people we're going through with. So when I said we need a team or at least somebody that's going to help us just establish these connections for our programs as pipelines to these colleges, like I'm not playing in that conversation. Like can't make this up. I'm not making it up. You know, I just showed you. You know what I'm saying? I showed y'all. Can't make this up. I wouldn't even know how to make this up, honestly. I wouldn't even know how to make this up. I wouldn't even know what to say to make this up. That's how you could tell somebody a fraud, because like, how would you make it up? Where is the other? They just be talking out the side of their head, not knowing what they're saying. Where did I put the damn, I'll show you the letter. I have one letter here, but this isn't the main letter. But I'll show you this letter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's not right here in my phone drive. Beat more. Mega Evers was accredited, I think, by them as well. So you see, official letterhead. Congratulations. Where I'm at right now. Zyx Movement Inc. has been accepted as a candidate for accreditation by the Middle States Association Commissions of Elementary and Secondary Schools. We are thrilled to say that your school has met the candidacy standards for accreditation. See that? I'm saying. So this is the contract that they sent us. So this is the acceptance letter. And the acceptance, actual official acceptance letter is somewhere in my other email. I don't know what I did with it, but Yeah, that's there. And so, can't make this up. Be proud, y'all. I'm super proud. I was in the car 10. Oh my goodness, we made it. You know what I'm saying? The only thing better than the New York Knicks winning the championship is Ziax getting its accreditation candidacy. You know what I'm saying? Marley, what's goody?
Yo, what's good? What's going on?
Let's hear, talking to the people, baby.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Telling them
saying?
about some resources, some programs and stuff.
We got our accreditation candidacy. So I was just showing them that the organization that we're with is one of the strongest ones in the country and oldest. So all these schools are accredited by the same. This is the college version. And so part of the package they sent us was reach out to the colleges and let them know that we achieved this status and see, and so but we were doing that before, but now it's even more of a, see, Columbia University
Mm-hmm.
got the accreditation by the same people as we're going through. We're in the same network, man. You know how proud I want you to y'all this, yo. Oof.
Oh yeah, the MSCHE. Yeah. I know that accreditation. Oh, that's the accreditation that y'all got. That Ziax got now.
We're not MSCHE is with the higher education. We're with
Yeah, I know.
MD.
Yeah, it's with higher education. Yeah.
So ours is with Middle States um secondary and elementary and secondary schools. No, it's in my compute email. I've been organizing my documents. I got mad. It should be right there, but I got mad documents, but yeah. So it's on and popping, y'all. Can't make this up. So staying out of the way of all of the smoke. I ain't got no smoke for nobody. You know, I always have smoke, but I ain't got no smoke for nobody.
Yeah.
Shutting my mouth, Marley. That's what I'm learning. Shut the hell up.
Yeah. 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 Me too. Yeah. Yeah. For real. Cause you're making you know, people gonna start thinking that, you feel like you're better than them and shit like that.
It's all right. Sometimes you need to know that.
Yeah, man, nah, it's true, but sometimes, I'm just learning now, especially like, just doing therapy with people and stuff like that. And, dealing with people that come into my job every day who be unemployed and shit like that, is that, people just be having their own internal issues and things like that, saying there's stuff going on and all these other stuff, and it's crazy. And then too, like some of us, who do think different from the other groups of people, we kind of like grew up in different environments too as well, in
Marley.
different places.
Marley, son, you understand and you know me, bruh. Like, bruh, you see this? That's the platinum plaque for Big Drip.
Yeah,
That's the accreditation candidacy letter. You know what I'm saying? This is a different. Nobody's ever did this, bro. Went
right.
platinum, and also got a school so that got accreditation candidacy. So yeah, you see, Marley, you recorded in the studio, son.
Yeah.
You see that? You know what I'm saying? Like this right here. I might go to do the video in the garden. So you want to pull up with me tomorrow? So I'm supposed to go. I might go to the garden with the Knicks, with the hat on. You know what I'm saying? Just talk some real New York ish real quick, man. Like this is it's legendary right there, Marley. You understand that?
Yeah, right.
Like, what is it? That's a platinum plaque right there. You know what I'm saying? Ziax Studios. You know what I'm saying? Ziax Studios. Platinum. Ziax Institute. Accreditation candidacy. That is, yo, son. I need y'all to understand the legendary shit right. Son, I ain't gonna talk. I ain't gonna talk crazy, but Marley, you my bro in real life, son. Marley, do you understand what we accomplished? Son,
Nah, I see, man. I
you
see.
understand? Son, son. This is it right here, Marley. So Middle States Association right here. And so we working to get ourselves on the school. And so Marley, you in Brooklyn. So you know the schools in here. You know the top private schools. You know what I'm saying? You know Christ the King, you know Bishop Ford, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. That's who you think accredited them.
Middle,
We in the club, Marley.
mm,
We in the club, Marley. We in the club, bro. See that right there, Marley? Bishop Lachlan. You know about Bishop Lachlan, Marley.
right.
See, we gonna be on this site. That's why I'm working nonstop. We gonna be on this site November 2nd.
Oh, so it's the same accreditation that the high schools got as well,
Yeah, and
uh, uh, uh,
elementaries.
and elementaries. Okay, okay, okay. So with this new accreditation, right? It gives them the ability to go into uh college with these diplomas now, since it's going to be accredited through
Yep.
this
I'm
particular
working on the
organization.
official. Yep, I'm working on
Okay,
the official diploma that we're gonna be having going forward, like the sealed and everything for it.
right. So now check this out. So before, when the kids was going to the school, what type of, like,
We had to give them
how would they be?
we had to give them a certificate of completion.
And what they was, and how what are they able to do with that? Are they able to go to a college, or
Yeah, we got
what
four.
do they?
Last year we did 4 for 4. We had four seniors that was going in, and all 4 of them in college.
So
This
what was
year
different? So what's different from that accreditation with this one,
we weren't
that
accredited. We weren't accredited. So this accreditation changes that. There's no questioning like back and forth, but it also is helping us understand the processes that are necessary to be on a certain level of on a certain standard as an institution. And then it's a pledge to a standard of accountability as an institution. So that's what I really like about it. It's like, if you say you're an African studies program, where's your proof that you teach African studies? So how do you teach? Like, where's the evidence? Like, how do you know the kids are learning it? You know what I mean? Like, where do you get your information from? So you said you get it from advisors. Who are your advisors? How do your advisors actually help you with your curriculum? What's your meeting consistency with your advisors for your curriculum? Where do you get the quotes for the standards for your, like, how did you choose adopting your standards? And so it's really about answering all of those questions. And as an institution, you should have every one of those questions answered. And so I really like, I'm obsessed with this process right now.
mm, yeah, that's what's up then, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. So with
Yeah,
the accreditation that they was get that you had before,
we didn't
they
have one
were still.
before. I never
I
even applied
mean,
for it.
oh, you never even applied for. All
It's
right,
our first
so
time going after it. Yeah.
okay, so how would they be able, the people who graduate from the institute, how would they be able to go to like college prior
No,
to
this
getting
is
this new accreditation with like come up from Zion?
so Middle States is one of the largest accrediting bodies. So you see what I just showed. So we're going to be on this section of the site, or this side of the company. All the colleges that are associated to the organization automatically accept anybody within their network. So
So you say
all
it's like
the
it's more regional.
so the accreditation is regional and not state.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is called regional accreditation. And
All
we're in
right. All right.
we're in a very peculiar space because of our hybrid satellite model. So it
Hmm.
might take a little longer, but I have all
Hmm.
the proof to show that our hybrid model like is working. It's not about
Hmm.
working, it's about its proof that it's existing. Like there's
Right.
room to always develop further in your pursuits, but one and first and foremost, we have been nationally servicing. Three of the students I'm counting were two of the students were from other states last year that we're considering graduates. Our credits were transferred into a college in Sacramento, into Memphis State University, and into
Mm-hmm.
BMTC for two students this year. So we've
Right.
been teaching kids on paper for 8 years straight. You know what I mean? We've had interns from all over, not interns, we have teachers who have taught consistently for a year, and we have the data from them for them doing it. So there's
Mm.
per proof that we're a national program. The standards that we had to adopt and the way we created the curriculum is for the
Mm-hmm.
national perspective. So there's proof that we have a national curriculum. There's proof that the curriculum
Mm-hmm.
is accepted in these different
Right.
localities, and we have a plan of adopting or changing curriculum or standards that's needed. It's not so much the curriculum. The curriculum is really the easiest, and not from this perspective, is the easiest part. It's really about just understanding the standards, and how the standards align, a standard alignment. So we have before this accreditation process, I was already doing, Buddha and I would argue over standard alignment for hours. So like, so we have I have literally all the states, and I'm further doing that, all the state standards, and cross aligning the state standards to national standards, which are the recommended standards. So all of that evidence is all there, you know, and I'm redoing our our national model page on the website is actually going to explain that in the next 2 days. So it just has the
Mm.
map, but that page is going to actually be a detailed explanation with, of our national model.
Mm. Gotcha.
So yep, we'll be on this site. Everything works right by November, worst case by April. And then it says maintaining it. And then I'm going after multiple forms of multiple accrediting accreditation. So this whole year is just going to be centered on accreditation and getting us aligned with like super, whatever the highest standards are, we want to be in alignment with it, and proof that we're doing it and measuring that impact and competing with the best, and
Yeah, I
carrying.
can't do that. I can't do the Madison Square Garden with you tomorrow. I need that. I gotta go to work. I
Oh
have
no,
work tomorrow.
I know you ain't coming out, bro. You ain't. All right. I'm random as hell, son.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's what's up though, man. That's good. That's real good. You know, yeah, you get that
Working, bro.
accreditation and shit like that. Yeah, you know, it takes us taking a step at a time, step by step. You know, you had it going on for some years now, and hopefully you'll be able to get a bigger space and a much more larger space. Get some grant money. You know what I'm
Oh, that's all
saying?
in the works, man. That's all in the works. You saw the space in North Carolina, right?
Nah, I think so. I believe so. Yeah, I
So we got
think I
enough
did.
space down there. We got enough space. Let's fill the space up.
Yeah, that's where your people from too, North Carolina, right?
You said what?
Your people's from North Carolina. Your
Yeah, I
pops
got
and
people
shit.
down there, but that's not where I got the school space from.
No, no, no. I know. That's how you got the school stations. I'm just saying, like your family is from out there.
Oh yeah, I got family from there. Yep.
Yeah,
Don't ask me who and where.
yeah. A lot of New York FBA family is from South Carolina and North Carolina or VA. Mostly North and South Carolina though. I never really been out to like North Carolina. I drove through, I've been to like South Carolina, like driving.
Yeah, I'm be out there next week. That's the plan.
Mm.
Vanna email. I'm looking out for your email. Goat, what's popping? Do I have a social media page dedicated to the Institute? Yes. I gotta make sure I did the LinkedIn right. That's what I make sure I did. But yes, y'all. So it is definitely going on 4:00. I need to take my black ass to the crib. It's been a great stream. Hope everybody's feeling motivated. Dev,
You about to end it?
I'm about to see if Dev want to start up another one in the late night, and then it could be a regular convo, but whatever. That's up to y'all. I'm definitely about to go to the Yibs. All right, Pisces. I definitely looking forward to hearing from you soon. Like tomorrow or Monday. Like, yes. So, Black family, appreciate y'all. We'll be definitely talking later on.
Dang.
Yeah, you gotta meet you on this one.